Hi, bears.
Bears, we're back.
Hello.
I had to cancel the stream briefly because OBS acts funny if you don't launch as admin, and it will. Sometimes it'll just not recognize things. So I had to fix that real quick. Whoopsie doodle.
Bit of an oopsie poopsie.
It's OBS is a little funky at times. Granted, OBS is free, so like I can't say anything bad, but like it does have its glitches. All right, Adam, were you here for us starting this game? I think you were, because I think it was you or Becca kept rubbing it in my face when I made a mistake.
There's something.
No, it doesn't sound like me. I think that was Jess.
Hmm. Oh wait, kangaroo.
It's like I don't know anything about Thai. Like this remains true.
Well, I'm a Tasmanian tiger. And in this universe, they weren't hunted to extinction.
Wonderful.
Huh.
Sadly, that is actually how they have vanished in our world.
Yeah, well, you know.
Well, they were basically a predatory species, and they kept killing people's chickens and animals, so they killed them.
They probably, I don't know.
Were you about to say, well, they probably had it coming?
Maybe.
What the fuck, Adam? They're just little doggy boys. Have you seen what a Tasmanian tiger is supposed to look used to look like?
Yeah, because you showed us before. Doesn't mean I remember it though.
Yeah.
I figured. I was saying that so you can look it back up and remind yourself.
I mean, I'm probably not gonna, but.
All right. But yeah, they're just big. They're doggies. Nothing wrong with the doggy. All right. I'll be honest here. I would gladly, if they released the Tasmanian tiger, I would gladly play it. This series was my childhood. Let me check the map real quick though. Also, I stand by what I made the title. This is the best Tasmanian tiger game. Because I just replayed all of 3. Excuse me, just to see if I could remember how it played. And I finished it. It's not as good as Tai 1. It's definitely not as good as this one. Oh god, Sly Cooper.
The longer they go, the worse they get.
Yeah, well, that's the thing. Tai 1 was okay. Tai 2, this is a great game. Tai 3 is like, it's mid. It's not bad, but it's mid. Do you want to know something, Bears? And I don't know how much it'll surprise the other people in chat. I've never played any Sly Cooper games. Not a single one.
Neither have I.
No? Did you never have a PlayStation?
No, I did. I just never had any interest in it.
Oh, fair enough. You never wanted to be a raccoon?
No.
Why not?
No.
Fair enough. Hold on, let me fix my hair real quick.
I got cupcake stuck in my head now.
What was that, Adam?
I got cupcake music stuck in my head.
I'll be honest here, I don't recall many cupcake songs.
The one simply titled Vagina.
Oh. You know what?
Yeah?
Don't know that song.
Oh.
Right.
I'm kinda...
Yeah. Meow.
That's a fun noise.
What? Oh, the boomerang noise? It is This game understood sound effects quite well, and it did a good job with it, I'd say.
Throw it at that guy. Throw it
No,
at
no,
that
he's
guy.
just I mean, you can.
Oh.
At least in some of them.
Oh.
Hey, Becca, can we make that a stream sound effects?
What the? Oh.
Me when I get hit by a boomerang.
It sounds more like when I get kicked in the balls.
By a boomerang. Me when I hit Connor in the ball. Connor when I hit him in the balls with a boomerang.
How are you this good at throwing a boomerang?
Hidden talent.
Hidden talent boomerangs.
Yeah, my job is boomerang.
I will say, for as much as other folks in our group are not keen on Pathfinder because of the math, which is fair. I do love that Pathfinder has so many weapon varieties.
You actually turned up.
Yo.
It's so it's Star Knife is a fun weapon. They have wrist mounted bolt launchers and shit like that. It's cool.
Finding a pilot. See ya.
Mega Man cannon.
Seriously, trust me. You don't want to hit anything out there. Good luck. No worries.
On a helicopter?
You attack
Wait, back up.
helicopter. No.
Hold on. Come back.
Thank you.
Take that with you. No, don't give Bean the drink.
Yeah, let Bean get crunk.
I don't know what alcohol would do to cats, and I honestly don't want to find out. I know some animals will willingly get drunk, but like, I don't want to do that to our kitty cat.
They're called humans.
No, elephants will do it too.
Oh, well, I was gonna say humans, the worst kind of animal.
Yeah, no, I'm like dead ass. They have observed elephants knocking down fruit from trees, waiting for it to ferment, and then eating the fruit.
Dead ass. Me when the donkey gets really drunk.
me when my donkey dies.
Yeah. Me when the donkey gets really drunk and then dies from alcohol poisoning. Dead ass.
Crunk Bean. You know what? I think Crunk Bean would just be sleepy. I'd be more afraid of Crunk Rave.
Oh god. She would be a party animal.
I mean, she's already effectively a party animal. She loves people.
Yeah, exactly. She would have a good time. Bean would be like, I don't understand the feel like fell asleep.
Me when I used to do edibles.
Alright.
Actually, you know what? Hey, Adam.
Yeah, what's up?
What do you think is the strongest or most potent drug I've ever taken is? Looking at me.
Alcohol.
I mean, that's fair. I feel like I should say recreationally or non-recreationally.
Oh, I mean then probably some kind of medicine. I think we've talked about this before.
I don't think we have, because I've never mentioned the medication I had to go on and really didn't like. I never brought it up.
Were you on fucking like codeine or some shit?
Ugh, no. Absolutely not.
I don't know. So then non-recreationally, probably some kind of like pain medicine.
I mean, that's fair. I definitely was on morphine or codeine or some other because I did get. Well, I had my appendix removed. So I definitely was on something like that, and I remember I didn't like it because I was too out of it. It really fucked with me. Muscle relaxant. I've never been on a muscle relaxant, at least not to my knowledge. No, the probably the strongest one I've been on was Xanax.
Now we know who to call.
I was given a prescription for it by my doctor, and it was
I think
terrible.
time, mate.
It was the worst experience I've ever had. So like, Adam, do you know what a panic attack feels like?
Yeah.
Okay.
Do I know what a panic attack? Connor,
I gotta ask.
who are you,
I
who
gotta
are you
ask.
talking to?
Well, I have to phrase it like that because some people have had panic attacks but don't recognize that they have had panic attacks.
No, my life is a
Yeah.
panic attack. Not true.
Fair
But
enough.
yes,
Okay, I want you to imagine a panic attack.
terrible.
Now I want you to imagine a panic attack where you can tell your body is having a panic attack, but you yourself feel so distant from your body and your mind at that moment in time that it doesn't feel like it's actually happening to you.
Ooh. Bad
Okay.
trip. Bad trip.
So that is what happened the first time I took Xanax as prescribed, and it was terrible. It was the worst experience I've ever had.
Ooh. Real bad trip.
Yeah, I was given a full prescription dose of it. I threw it away.
Ugh.
That was not fun. But no, you mentioned edibles. I've never taken edibles. Never even smoked not even a cigarette, let alone weed.
Not
Oh,
even
God,
a
yeah.
single weed.
Not even a
Yes,
single
I've
weed.
I've never smoked a single weed, but I have done it.
It's one of
couple
those things where like, I could see it going either way for me. I could see myself enjoying it. I could see myself doing terribly with it.
Well.
It's
If it isn't my favorite Tasmanian
okay to a
tiger.
certain degree for me.
Fluffy. I
Like,
should have known it
there
for
was
you.
one time my brother
You're always
gave me. Now,
terrorizing somebody.
bear in mind.
A girl's gotta earn a
Oh,
living.
no, bear in
I always
chat.
keep
No.
bear in mind.
You know you can do
Yes,
better
me
than
too.
Cass.
No,
You
so
really
I
think
didn't
so?
do it till it was
I know
legal
some.
here, and it
He's
is fully
mean,
legal here.
arrogant, selfish, conceited,
It is.
and a bully.
Yeah. So, yeah. I won't say what state, but I live in a state where it's legal.
But the money's good.
So, but yeah, I waited till it was legal. That was my only like rule, because my brother was a big pothead at the time. I was like, I will try it, whence it becomes legal. And it's
That was loud.
not.
Sick and patchy.
It's not.
When I'm starving.
Me on the toilet at 3 o'clock in the morning.
Why do they?
Yeah, the
You-
troubles.
Yeah. Why do they
Troubles.
call it a restroom? I'm fighting for my life. That was me earlier.
That's Becca every day.
Yeah, I don't know what I ate today, but I was fighting for my life. Anyway, yeah, it's not bad. Like I will do it every now and then. The biggest reason I don't like to is because when I'm high, I just want to eat.
No fair.
Oh, it's an Ankylosaurus. It's a dinosaur.
A little slappy boy.
Yeah, I get high and then it's snack time.
Yo, you and every other stoner.
Like that's like I just get really like giggly. Like the first time I did it, I didn't tell my brother when I was gonna take it, so I like waited till like I went downstairs where I live because I live downstairs, and I did it. And then at one point after it kicked in, I went upstairs and tried to act normal. And he just looked at me and I started laughing. And he's like, "Ah, I understand." I'm like, "Shut up."
Ah, I
Reminds
see
me of,
now.
Like the meme of like a guy takes an edible, and like he's high, and then like the family dog comes into his room and then like goes away, and he goes, "The dog's gonna tell on me."
Yeah,
I
I was
mean-
able to have a normal conversation with my mom, but as soon as my brother walked in, I looked at him and I smiled and started laughing.
I can tell you why. Subconsciously, your brain was like, I shouldn't be doing this, but he knows what I've done. This is funny.
Well, I certainly
So
didn't
thus
expect
you started
that to
giggling.
happen.
I was like, haha, I did a weed.
Exactly.
Well played, rat.
You know a
Won
lot
this
of
one.
people who don't get
But
munchies from
next
edibles.
time,
That's
you won't
surprising.
be so lucky.
Like, I mean, like, I always
Couldn't be
assumed
me.
like the active ingredient, THC, was basically the primary cause for the munchies
Good
and what
work,
have you.
Ty. You stop Fluffy and
THC
Cass from
stands
terrorizing
for
our
Not
kind
get- you can
focus.
still get
The-
high and
the
not have
hunger
munchies.
cause.
I mean, sure. But most people do.
Stop at nothing to hinder us.
Oi!
Yeah,
what should you call
THC
a
stands
bird
for
brain?
the hunger
Bird
causer.
Well, I'm sure he meant it as a compliment. Boss Cass
Yeah,
has
so
such a
me in the
large
center of the ring, just
cranium.
like
It's
there.
obviously a sign of great intelligence.
Oh, good save there,
This
Dennis.
Dennis the tree frog is just like a gay icon, I'm sure of it.
No worries.
Oh, Fairy Boy?
Yeah, Fairy Boy.
Fairy boy.
Fairy boy.
Fairy Boy.
Fairy boy.
Ah, Fluffy, you're back.
What?
Did you get it?
It wasn't easy, but here it is.
It's smaller than I imagined.
That's what she said.
You have the grid processor.
That dude
Very
voted for
good.
Trump.
Ah, Professor Carlos. I got what you wanted. Now, can I see a demonstration of the machine?
It is feasible.
That just looks like a basic circuit board with a toroidal transformer on it.
Activate the machine.
Yeah, what he said. That's what I was gonna say too.
Ouch. That's gotta hurt.
Talk to me about cars, then I can
It
be smart.
appears that I still
Got it. Do you think any cars have toroidal transformers in them?
Whatever you need. Get it. I want the machine.
Yeah, car,
Whatever
yeah, Transformers,
as
more than
fast
meets the
as
eyes.
possible.
I don't know. If you tell me what that does, I can make an educated guess.
A toroidal transformer is just a form of like a transformer in the sense of like stepping up and stepping down voltage, but it's called a toroidal because a toroid
Bruno's
is a
got
donut,
himself into a
and a
pickle.
toroidal transformer is
In
donut
Frillneck
shaped.
Forest, but got stuck.
I mean,
Now he
I don't
needs
know
a
if donut
helping
shaped
hand.
would make the most sense for. I mean, cars absolutely have like that. You think about how like batteries versus like the actual like electronic systems of a car.
Yeah, no,
100%.
they absolutely do. It's
I don't know if they're donut shaped.
no. So the only reason I know of it is because I, in my day-to-day job, I am dealing with things that are effectively on circuit boards or easily accessible by most people, to the point where someone could theoretically do like some soldering. So like I know those terms.
I know what soldering is.
Yeah, like
I know
that's
that.
the difference. Is
They
like
do-
you know
they do that on
what
cars.
soldering is. You probably don't see any point in doing it because why the fuck would you do that?
You
G'day,
don't have
son.
you ever had to like
Let me know
solder
if you need a
wires
hand,
in a car?
okay?
You know how many
what?
wire? You know how many electrical wires are in a car?
You know what? That's fair, but also butt splice them.
What about butts?
Get a move on, son.
I don't know what that means.
You won't regret buying that one, son.
A butt splice is when you cut off one end of a wire and another end of a wire, and use a specific kind of way to connect them together called a butt splice. It's a tube.
Come on.
That
Oh,
you,
the black
There
stuff
must
that
be
you heat.
something you want.
No, that's heat shrink. No, a butt splice
Okay.
is when you push in the one end of the wire onto the exposed end, and then you use some pliers and you crimp it down, and then you'll probably put a little bit of heat shrink on there for safety's sake.
Yes, I know what these. I didn't know that's what those were called.
Yeah, it's called a butt splice.
Yes, the colored ones with the metal in the middle.
Yeah, they are one of the, in my honest opinion, one of the best ways of handling a splice, because otherwise you risk something falling apart or just not being as secure as you'd like it.
Or you have to
Granted.
solder shit.
Yeah, or soldering. Like if you know how to solder. But like any other situation, probably don't.
Well, that kind of application comes in very commonly with cars when it comes to like aftermarket electronics or upgrading like radio systems.
Yep. It's because you want them to last. So solder it.
Unless you want it on the cheap, in which case, yeah, do it yourself.
Do a
but
splice, do it
that's-
yourself.
That's fine. If you
You
open up
turned
on
into
someone's-
Marge Simpson for a second there, buddy.
Oh, well, oh,
Your
I'll
voice
crump with
your
you,
voice did that
sweetie
shit. I'll crump with you, sweetie pie.
Oh, Marge.
Oh, Marge. No, you did that. You did that shrill. So that's what caused my reaction.
Oh, yeah, it's me, Marge. Hello, I'm
I am
Marge.
Marge.
Simpson. I'm Marge Simpson.
Marge Thompson.
Yeah, Marge Simpson. Now I'm thinking about the Canyonero.
I beg your pardon.
The car, the big ass car from The Simpsons.
Oh, okay. The big pink sedan they have.
Yeah, no, that's just Homer's sedan. The Canyonero was in the one episode where they bought the massive SUV.
Oh.
Yeah, Canyonero.
Oh, and there's a
Canyonero.
little jelly-filled donut over there. I want it.
Oh, I was gonna make a Pokemon like, oh, donuts are my favorite, jelly filled.
we'll never see that kind of like dubbing ever again, will we? You know, like not genuinely, where people are. I mean, definitely, but like there was something funny about like the dubbing that was like, ah, yes, I love donuts as they pick up an onigiri.
Yeah.
Or like the poorly shot, like photoshopped sandwich rolling down a hill.
Yeah.
Or the image of Jade and Yuki from Yu-Gi-Oh! GX holding onigiri and going, whatever it is I'm holding.
Or oh god.
It was a special place.
It was a special time. It was funny though. Like that's a kind of like especially now in retrospect, it's really funny looking at that shit and going, oh my god.
Yeah, I mean, it really shows a lack of faith in their child audience for us to
Put one and one together and go two.
Rice ball is a food.
Well, it's just.
Well, also the fact that they had to like Americanize, like anglicize the names.
Yeah, that I'm not like really surprised about. Like I think.
While I'm not surprised, I disagree with it though, because like Yami Yugi, you knew what his name was. His name was Yugi.
They kept his name Yugi because that was the name of the show.
Well, yeah,
Yugi.
exactly.
Seto was easy to pronounce.
And that's what I mean. Is like it's one of those things where it's like there were plenty of examples of like them just keeping the character's name because you could get it because you're not brain dead, you're just a kid.
Honestly, I think like Yu-Gi-Oh! As an example went too far in the Anglicization, but honestly, especially in like TV like anime aimed at or it's not always anime because Wings Club was not.
You've summoned Adam.
Like basically, he's already here.
In spirit.
I've been here the whole
that's aimed at a younger
time.
audience,
Sam Reich?
like preteen and below. I'm fine with names getting slightly changed. I think Yu-Gi-Oh! Went a little bit too far in some cases, so they kept Yugi and Seto. Those are easy, and like or Kaida. Those are easy to pronounce in English.
Well,
They have the same phonemes, but then you get like
Hey, Bob.
and it makes sense. And he gets called Joe. It's like okay, I just call him Joey. But then you go from like Anzu to Taya. Like they could have called her like Anna.
yeah,
You know?
they really could. Also, Bears brings up a good example. Yu Yu Hakusho. Yu Yu Hakusho with Yusuke and Kuwabara. Like those are not easy names for a kid to remember. Kids still remember. Kids still watch it. They also I don't think they were entirely.
But that's the thing is, kids watched it, but it wasn't on their channel.
No, it was, but it wasn't. It wasn't Adult Swim. It was an adult. It was a child accessible show.
Yeah, it wasn't on Adult Swim. It was just on like Toonami when Toonami was on earlier in the day.
Yeah.
Before it was like a Saturday night thing.
It was Toonami. Okay. Well,
I think it was Toonami. It was on Cartoon Network.
I'm gonna cripple all of you. I don't remember Toonami. The oldest thing I remember is Boomerang.
I'm gonna come back like a boomerang.
older than Toonami.
But here's the thing: it was Boomerang reruns. It was like
Boomerang
it was like
like old shows.
It was old shows. So I know Boomerang, but I never got to see Toonami. Like Toonami wasn't around when I was a kid.
Really?
Deadass. I don't remember any Toonami.
I think there was a gap between Toonami, at least the mascot guy, fading out, and then they brought it back.
Yeah,
Well,
are you
it's
or are you talking about Tom?
Yeah.
That because here's the thing, he went to Adult Swim. He became the Adult Swim mascot.
Well, Toonami moved. No, he wasn't an Adult Swim mascot.
Yeah, no.
Oh, wait, was Toonami on Adult Swim?
No, so
Swim.
Toonami used to be like prime time, like 5, 6, like that, like 4, 5, 6 in the afternoon, because that's where I watched. That's where I watched Zoids, and that's where I watched G Gundam as a kid. Silence.
I know. I won't say anything bad.
You better not. That's if you want to know formative childhood Adam shows Zoids. And then, yeah, because it was Toonami was on earlier first, and then Toonami got moved to later on, like Saturday nights, and they got replaced with Maguzi, because Maguzi was Code Lyoko.
I remember it was on like just regular Cartoon Network.
It showed up on regular Cartoon Network. I remember that.
Earlier on. Later on, in like a few years later, it was specifically on Maguzi, because like I remember when they showed season 4 of Code Lyoko on Cartoon Network for the first time, it was through that. But when I watched the earlier seasons of Code Lyoko, it was just regular Cartoon Network.
Fucking Cody showed up just to say Zoids made Adam a car guy. Like in fairness,
no,
like
that's entirely untrue. I was into cars before Zoids.
You need to understand that like my honest knowledge of like the terminology for a lot of these is pretty spotty, because like one of my earliest memories of Adult Swim, when I definitely shouldn't have been watching it, was like the first 1 or 2 episodes of the 2003 version of Full Metal Alchemist.
Full Metal Alchemist.
No, namely, the part, where they tried to bring back their dead mom, and you see the horribly mutilated body that they brought back.
Oh, you mean like episode 1?
Yeah, but we're talking Connor as 6 or 7 years old, seeing that.
You know why they call it
that? I remember one of the first times I heard a swear on an animated show, and it was fucking Inuyasha.
Damn it!
Yeah, they said the damn word, and I went, ooh.
Damn it! Kagame!
Meanwhile, little Adam was also watching fucking Mad TV, which should not have been watching as a child. Did not care. Watched it anyways. Loved Mad TV.
Ooh, I could maybe.
Anyways, here's Wonderwall.
Like, my point is, yeah, like kids could understand the regular, like the non-dubbed names, but I understand why it happens.
Guys,
when it did.
I have an amazing set of boomerangs right now.
Yeah, is that what they're calling them now?
Look
at my amazing. Look at my boomerang.
Oh wait, where'd it go? Oh, it doesn't come back. Oh, there it is.
Well, then it's not a boomerang, dude.
Wait.
It's just a fucking.
Oh god, it just falls. It just drops.
If a boomerang doesn't come back, is it a boomerang?
Yeah, because not all boomerangs are actually intended to fly back.
Not all boomerangs.
Well, no, be totally serious. So like basically some of them are meant to just kind of replicate the pattern of like an animal like a bird flying, which when you throw it behind another bird, scares the shit out of them, makes them fly towards you, and then you hit them.
Yeah, they deserve it. I hate birds. All birds die.
And
you're a bird.
They already are.
And Bears is correct. There are also long distance hunting boomerangs as well.
Ladies and gentlemen, long distance hunting boomerangs. 1, 2, 3, 4.
That's certainly a name.
I'm bringing an energy tonight. I hope you're ready for it. God, I hypothetically have some fun candy at my disposal right
Hypothetical
now.
Candy?
Yeah, hypothetical fun time candy. How interesting do I make tonight?
Are you talking about edibles?
Maybe.
Okay, yeah, go ahead. I don't care.
Nah.
It'll take time for it to kick in. By the time it kicks in, we might be done.
Oh man, feel that first one. Better take another.
Better take 2 more. Brownies.
No, it's just chocolate.
Oh, okay.
No, there was one time my brother brought home from a friend like a Rice Krispie treat, like a homemade one. And he gave me this was like my second time ever trying them. He gave me just enough. I got so fucked, I had to go to bed. I had plans to like hang out on Discord with my friends, and I went, guys, I can't hang out tonight. I'm too high. I gotta go to, I literally said, I can't, I have to go to bed. And I did, I got to bed.
So you just hit on the one reason why I would be so cautious about taking any kind of marijuana or like similar drug. because I know how I work, and what would happen is I would take it and go, oh man, I would have amazing dreams if I go to sleep right now. I'd go to bed because that's how my brain works. I like having fun dreams. So like, if that's gonna happen, I'm gonna be like, oh fuck yeah, dude, let's go to sleep.
Yeah, one of the last times I did it was a couple Christmases ago. I got really high Christmas Eve and stayed up late watching Bluey.
You know,
I had my true like stoner experience.
15 years ago, that was sitting down and watching SpongeBob.
Yeah, but I think SpongeBob is not as wholesome and cute and fun as Bluey is. Now SpongeBob's just... Yo, Mario Kart!
Yeah, this is replacement Mario Kart.
When someone asks me where they have to go to get off the cruise ship,
Gangway.
Yeah, gangway. That's what it's called. The gangway.
What's up, fuckers? I know the shortcuts. Eat my ass.
Also known as the place what we get off the ship at.
Gavin?
I don't know why I said it like that. Hello, it's me, the eighth beetle.
The eighth beetle sounded finally.
Oh
my god, it's Krungo.
At this point, we should have just had 2 separate bands.
Yeah, Beatles 1 and Beatles 2. They're the Beatles and then the Beatles, but there's 2 L's, so it's like 2.
15? Yeah, I mean. Yeah. So I think 15 was a pretty fair estimate for SpongeBob, because like SpongeBob was, when I was a kid, they were still producing it, and I can't remember his name, Hillenburg, I think, was still alive. So like, yeah, I mean, yeah, no, 15 years ago would be pretty accurate. Are you old? I mean, no. SpongeBob's an older show at this point. Becca
and I are.
Again, 30 is still not old, you two. Like,
we're 31 actually. Thank you.
30s are not old. Like I would say, I'll put it this way: the level, like the age you have to be for a person to be old is much higher than like a TV show. A TV show doesn't have to be that old, really, to be old. Like, a TV show could be what? What would you guys consider an old TV show at this point? I will.
Like
8
years old, I think, or 10. Like that starts to get old.
8 years old?
8 to 10 years.
Okay, let's look up some 8-year-old TV shows.
I like how Becca said 8 years old, and I went All in the Family.
All in the Family. Hold on, let's see how old All in the Family is.
Oh, that's old a sitcom. Show. You said old show, not show that's aged poorly.
Gotcha. All in the Family was from 1971. That's still not super old. Scooby-Doo, depends on which Scooby-Doo we're talking, Cody. Because out of all the shit,
Scoobert-Doo.
So like, there's old.
Because out of all the Scooby-Doo shows, like they were made in the 70s and also earlier.
The Dick Van Dyke Show.
Of all things, the Dick Van Dyke Show is very old.
But I Love Lucy.
Hold on, so I'm looking. Hold on, give me a second. I'm looking at TV shows from 8 years ago.
Babaloo.
Honestly, I might say more. Now that I'm thinking about it a little bit more, I would probably say anything from like before, like 2010, 2011. So like more closer to 15 years than 8, but so you can still look up shows.
Okay.
Hey guys. MTV, but when MTV actually showed.
Hey guys, I'm gonna tell you a few old shows by that term.
8 years old. Victorious. iCarly.
No.
Wizards of Waverly Place.
No, those are older than that.
No. Handmaid's Tale.
Like the Netflix series?
The Netflix series was a 2017 drama.
Yeah, 8 years old was only like 2017.
Mindhunter, Riverdale, 13 Reasons Why.
Yeah, no, I'm definitely changing my answer.
Yeah, do you want to try again? Leave it to Beaver. Hello.
The Andy Griffith Show, Beverly Hillbillies.
Beverly Hillbillies.
I am definitely like an old show for me
MASH.
before 2012.
Now hold on. I actually do like some episodes of MASH.
Cause like,
Hold on, guys. Becca's got a shovel. She's digging.
no, cause like, well, for example, like I
No,
just
no, no,
started watching like Cold Case, and before that I watched like Bones and Monk, and those are all from the aughts. Like,
Oh,
Yeah.
twist.
those
Well, hold
are
on.
shows.
You're the mid-century guy? Okay, Bears.
So-
I want you to do me a favor, buddy. I want you to name a TV show that in your mind is old that you recall. I'm gonna ruin this man.
I think, like, I don't know, cause like I was alive and actively
Good one.
watching
Catch
some
it,
of
bro.
these shows
Catch it, bro.
when they were like being aired, and I think they're old, cause like they're a part of a different like culture basically. Like there's different standards of television.
Came out in your lifetime, yes, Bears.
Show that's old that came out in my lifetime.
Because in your mind it's going to feel old.
Well, show that's old.
Because
that
it's
came out
either
in
that
my
or you're not
lifetime.
actually old.
Counterpoint.
Yeah.
Yes. Fuck you. Hey Connor. Counterpoint. Fuck you.
All that? Okay, let's see how old all that is.
All that's pretty old. I think is that 90s?
Incorrect. It is 1994.
Yeah, that's right.
Hey, that's me, old.
And the most recent episode aired in, do you want to guess?
1998.
2008. I can't remember when they ended it.
Wrong. The most recent episode aired in December 2017, 2020.
What?
Huh? All that? Huh?
All dead ass. Seriously, all that. Because
Cut the cameras.
Because-
Deadass?
yeah, because in all that, so they did I think they did a recent episode of all that, like a special. That was no, it's so much more than just an early episode. They were going. They did a revival of it in 2019.
Hey, what?
Right.
Yeah.
Huh?
That sounds familiar.
I didn't know
Zaboomafoo. We brought up Zaboomafoo recently.
Oh,
Yeah,
yeah, we
that's
have.
not coming back because one, live animals, two, they have a different show now.
They do. Also, 1999.
Haven't they had a different show?
I was alive at that point.
I watched it Boomer as a kid.
So did I.
Old show for real.
What's a show that came out in our lifetime that feels old?
I can't answer.
Original CSI.
I can't. Here's the thing. I can't answer these. I can't answer these questions very well simply because I'm a little bit more willing to be like, no, that's not that old than you guys are, because you guys are like, God, I'm old at 30. You're not
I'm old.
You're not.
Oh, I'm like
You're
the
not.
Crypt
Michelle
Keeper.
also isn't old.
Volcano. I feel
No,
so
Connor, that was directly a reference to a movie.
I know what the Crypt Keeper is.
What's
No,
what's
no,
the
I just
what
need the
movie's it a
money.
reference to? Wise ass.
Well, it's not a movie. It's the
Rightfully
TV show of
worried.
Tales from the
No,
Crypt.
no. That is a reference to
That's
Freaky
like-
Friday.
Yeah.
Okay.
Here she goes. Me after they swap bodies, and she looks at herself and goes, "I'm old. Oh, I'm like the Crypt Keeper."
Do you know what the Crypt Keeper is a reference to?
The Crypt Keeper.
Yes.
Yes.
From Tales from the Crypt.
Yeah, no, but I was referencing specifically Freaky Friday, you motherfucker.
Freaky
I
Friday?
told you we're-
Yeah, let's see how old Freaky Friday is.
Aren't they doing a second one?
They are. 2003. Freaky Friday is from 2003, ladies and gentlemen.
2003.
The
Ooh.
height of Lindsay Lohan.
Yeah. Oh, Freaky Friday.
I mean, I think she's only probably about what, 5'6", 5'7"?
Connor, I'm gonna come to where you live and I'm gonna kick your ass. I'm booking my flight right now, motherfucker.
I love these kinds of jokes.
What?
Prepare the guest room. I'm on my way.
Okay.
You guys are in a crisis. I'm on my way. There's a show. Fucking Super Nanny.
I'm on my way.
Ugh.
You guys are in a crisis. I'm on my way.
Can I say, even when I was younger, I did not like Super Nanny. I was like, this show just seems mean.
Yeah, no, she sucks.
Like everything, it just seems awful. This woman seems like a prick.
The timeout, the naughty corner, or the timeout corner, whatever the fuck she called it.
Well, also, I came from a family where my parents understood how to discipline and reward their children. So like everything about it was just like,
boy, have I
seems
got
like they're just doing a bad
stories to
job.
tell. The things
Yeah.
I've seen.
It's like
hey guys,
what's his name? The cat guy.
Maybe
I have a TV show that
There was this time when
My
this
Cat
thing
from Hell.
happened in
You
this
still
place
listen
I
to
was
it?
at.
My
a-
Cat from Hell, that's what it was called.
that ever
Yes,
an
Connor.
adventure?
I have a
watched it
TV
as a
show
kid.
that I wonder if you guys will remember.
They had something they had to do something to.
Butt Ugly Martians.
I had another thing.
Yes!
That someone else had to do stuff
Of course
with.
I do.
That was
show, Wild
2001.
Times. I like you, kid. Here, have these things I got from that person in
that
my
was
story.
old. I haven't thought about that show in probably.
Mods, kill that man!
I'm killing him. Dead. Die. I get so excited whenever I get to kill a monster.
Also, in fairness, Adam, you strike me as the guy that would have like really loved Megas Go XLR.
Megas Go XLR. Oh, you
Sorry,
did that on purpose.
Megas, yeah, I did.
No,
I did.
Yeah,
Megas
no,
XLR.
I watched Megas XLR. I unfortunately haven't watched it in so long that I don't remember much of it. But I watched Megas XLR.
They had
I was into that
robot
show.
car.
Yeah.
I mean, come on. I have the Go XLR right here. It only seemed fitting to say Megas Go XLR. Come on.
What's another old show?
I'm
trying to think of what's another like unknown like old show.
Another unknown old show.
Well, most of you guys don't remember that there was a Bratz cartoon.
I'm vaguely. Actually, I'll
Bratz.
I'll make it hurt even more. I know that there was a Bratz multiplayer video game.
I owned one of the Bratz video games. I had a.
And the only reason why I knew that
game.
is because my little sister played it.
Yeah, I had Bratz Rock Angels for the GameCube, and I played the shit out of that game.
Whatever happened to Robot Jones?
Oh, I remember that show.
Oh, that's another one. That one, I don't think that one's actually that old. At least it doesn't feel that
90s.
old. No, it was not 90s.
Was it not 90s? Early 2000s? The 90s didn't end until about 2004. We all know that.
My Life as a Teenage Robot.
Oh.
Whatever happened to Robot Jones was 2002. And My Life as a Teenage Robot was 2003.
2000. I was gonna say 2001. A show that I love nearly and dearly that I know is early 2000s, The Shaolin Showdown. That was 2003.
Yeah.
Shaolin Showdown was also just a good show.
Hey, we don't talk about. And then it ended in 2006 and never got a reboot. That was absolute ass.
Nope.
Never happened.
And what's another one? There's My Gym Partner's the Monkey. That was another one that I remembered as a kid. That one's not as old though.
You know what is a show that's old and is still going? What the fuck is up with Survivor? Why do we have so much Survivor?
I don't know, poverty porn. They wanna make people look like they're surviving when they're really not.
We don't need We don't need any more Survivor. Just watch a season of Total Drama Island and you'll feel better.
You don't need any more Survivor. Just try living.
I'm a survivor. I don't know the words. I'm sorry, Destiny's Child.
Oh, okay. Kick your fucking ass. Jake the monkey. Yeah, that was his name. How did the song go? It was. My gym partner's a monkey.
Yeah, my gym class heroes. Yep.
Don't you look at my girlfriend.
You're the only one I got.
Da-da-da-da.
That was another one I didn't watch. As a youth, if I didn't like the art style, I didn't even give it a chance.
That's
wasn't
fair.
Interested.
Now I go to an animal school because lion's my last name. That's it. My gym partner's a monkey. Now I remember it.
Sometimes I like, I don't know, what's like doing stuff on the TV.
You remember
so I would catch like.
You remember that one show,
Trying to face my
The Buzz on
fears.
Maggie,
You
where the
see,
girl was
I
like a
suffer
fly
from
girl?
hypsophobia.
What?
A fly
I
girl?
recognize the name. I
No,
never watched.
scared
What was the name of
heights.
what was the name of
It
it?
was
I figured that
The Buzz
if I
on
face
Maggie.
my
She was like a
fears,
fly,
I could
but she was like,
Oh yeah, I remember it.
yeah, it was like
Until I
normal
looked
like
down.
a school anime.
Yeah,
Thanks,
school
Ty.
anime, but with
I think
bugs.
I'll work on my fear of heights at home. I'll start by using a step ladder.
Yeah, I don't. I never watched it, but I do remember it. With that said, I'm looking at the drawing of the little fly girl. She has a little kitty face. You know, the little like the three mouth.
She's also voiced by Jessica DeChico.
Oomst.
I don't know.
Adam, I'm sorry, I'm terrible with names.
Yo, hold on, I'm looking
Who are
up
you
to tell
again?
you what she. What happened?
What?
Yeah, shut up. Oh, Jessica DeChico did Ash in X-Ray and Vav.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, but yeah, she was the Maggie from the Buzz on Maggie.
So I just want to halt the conversation on cartoons for a second. So the reason why this game is so much better than Tie 3 is simply because this world feels so much more lived in and enjoyable. Meanwhile, in Tie 3, you're literally in a world that's being like attacked by monsters. It's apocalyptic almost, and it feels so much less enjoyable than this is.
Just like real life.
Just like real life, yeah. When you were a kid, everything felt amazing.
By monsters.
Republicans.
Yeah. God, the Beastie Boys were right.
Backstreet's back. Wait.
Backstreet's back. All right. No, you really do gotta fight for your right.
Taiwan felt abandoned too. It did, and that was why like Taiwan was lacking a little bit of something. It's because
when I go to Taiwan, it feels abandoned.
Taiwan feels abandoned.
Taiwan feels abandoned.
Taiwan.
Gourmet meal for the workers.
Ty the Tasmanian tiger won. It felt a lot more abandoned, and I think that was because of limitations of the system and because
Like, I think that's budget.
I think also budget, because they were a fucking rinky-dink ass company at that point in time. So like they didn't have the budget, they didn't have the work. Oh god, I got a little deliver food. I think.
Hey Connor, if you guys ever need a 3-row family SUV, I've got an idea for you. I've got a suggestion.
What's that?
A Nissan Pathfinder.
All right, fair.
Get it? Pathfinder?
I'll kick your dog.
I don't own a dog.
I'll buy you one,
Okay.
and then I'll kick it for you.
Don't you fucking dare. Yeah, she came to my house and she kicked my dog. You guys remember that?
No.
Online? I just remember, yeah, your daughter, she came to my house and she kicked my dog.
I honestly, earliest like online drama, air quotes around drama, it would probably be like Leave Britney Alone.
Leave Britney alone.
And in fairness, he was
real.
right.
Yeah.
Dude is right. He's happy. Let him have this. Yeah, I know. Sometimes I have to do that without him.
I'm like, I really am like a dog with like a big stick.
He makes a stupid joke, and I go, "Good job, boy," and then he just enjoys himself.
You did it! Joke! Haha, funny!
In fairness, you've made plenty of good jokes.
Listen, I commit to all of them, good or bad. You
Kermit?
cannot ask me to... Yeah, I commit to all my jokes. Oh, yesterday I was about to commit, but it all worked out. I may or may not still be considering buying that car, too.
I'm here to deliver food, assholes. Hey, Rex.
You're gonna say something, Becca?
No,
so
I just in time.
Knock off for lunch
Um,
minute now.
but whoever, I don't know if it was CarMax or the previous owner or like Ford when the car was turned in, but someone took, you know Jackson Pollock, right?
That'd be the Parmesan cheese.
Yes,
The splatter artist guy. Yeah. Whoever tried to do touch-up paint on some of like the chips and the scratches on that car, I think they got Jackson Pollock to do it. So I was fully not interested when I dropped off the car, and then the sales manager and I were talking. He's like, "If this is just what you're worried about," and I went, "No, they're pretty bad." So we did like a walk around, and I'm going back tomorrow to look at the car because supposedly the idea was, so with touch-up paint, hold on, let me get a little. With your car, you have primer, you have your base coat, and then you have your clear coat.
Yep.
When you get scratches in your clear coat, it can sometimes, obviously it can go through to the paint and, expose either the primer or like bare metal or plastic. And obviously you can do touch-up paint. The touch-up paint, when it is over the clear coat, you can sometimes get it to come off easily. So basically what they're doing, because it was a really sloppy job, I don't know if it was their detail department or who they got to do it, but what we agreed on was they were going to take all the really shittily done touch-up paint off, so I can see the car. Kind of it's like not natural state, but like how it looks.
Yeah, you can see bare metal.
How it looks. Yeah. Not even bare metal, because a lot of the touch-up paint was on the bumpers, which modern car bumper covers are plastic.
Plastic, yeah.
So you don't have to worry about rust or anything. But some of them looked like they just touched up like a scratch, but because of the nature of how touch-up paint comes out, it's really like globby and nasty. So basically I'm going back tomorrow to see if they made it look acceptable to me, because I liked how the car drove and all the equipment and shit. The other thing I'm going to ask is if I can take it for like an hour or two because I've already test driven it, but I want to take it to my guy who does like the detailing for my Mustang, because it's like a professional shop, just to like have him look at it in person and be like, "What do you think? Can you fix this?" Because what you can do on cars when their paint's not in the best shape is you can do a paint correction. A paint correction is literally removing some of the top level of the clear coat, which takes out a lot of those surface level scratches and things.
Yeah.
So I would do a paint correction on it because it's a black car with like 47,000 miles anyways, because I'm a crazy car guy and I want my cars to look good. I have realistic expectations. Like I know it's a 6-year-old car with 47,000 miles, so I'm not expecting like factory fresh, but if it looks better and they'll let me take it for like an hour or two just to bring it down.
Oh and, no! I'm picking up the gators.
You gotta lift them gators.
Well, crocodiles. I think they're crocodiles. Dials.
Yeah, basically what I told the guy is, hey, if it was just based on the interior, how clean it is, how like nice it drives, I'd be interested. It's like all the little exterior cosmetic perfections that are fixable, but you know what? They're volunteering to do it on their own dime to try and get a sale. So yeah, fucking, I'm gonna see how much of my luck like I can press. Like,
I don't think. Honestly, my money's on it not being a very big thing that you need to press that hard. Because think of it like this. Like, in the grand scheme of things, how much money do you think it really costs them to get all that paint and then hold on to it? Yeah, exactly.
Zero. All their detail guy has to do is buff and polish the shit off so I can see what it looks like underneath.
Yep, exactly. It's like it's simple as shit. So like for them, it costs them no money, just time. And for someone who's already interested in the vehicle, nothing. That's easy.
And like it's if I can get it to a point where I'm happy with it, it's a cash deal. The car's gone, it's mine. Like done. Easy.
Yeah.
So we're gonna see what it looks like tomorrow, and I'm gonna go from there. Otherwise, I'll keep my Mazda for the rest of its lease.
I will say, Adam, the 30 that you pointed me to.
Yeah.
Wait, the 30 is the smaller one. The 5 is the bigger one, right?
So it goes 30 is the smallest.
Got it.
5 and 50 are similar. And then there's the 70 and the 90, which are the big boy ones.
Okay, yeah. So
the 30 is the small SUV.
So the 30 that you pointed me towards, man, that's a nice car. It's just a nice car. Like I have no complaints. I'm not a car guy, but like it sits comfortably, it drives nicely. I think my biggest annoyance, because that's all it is like it's the safety features. It's like it's being told.
You can turn a lot of them off.
Well, it's seatbelt.
Toy.
If I have to move my car, seatbelt. The seatbelt goes off.
The Mazda, like you're not wearing your seatbelt chime, is so
Constant.
fucking annoying.
Yeah, it
is fucking worse.
It's like, do I understand it? Yes. Do I like it? No. Like, guys.
Yeah, no, it is.
I know I need to be wearing a seatbelt. I am driving 5 feet so I can correct my fucking parking job. Thanks.
Yeah, it's pretty bad. Like when I'm parking at work, because of how like occupied our lot is with things. I won't say more because I'm not revealing what I do.
Fair enough.
Even though it's been said before, but I won't say it. So, yeah. Anyways, so like trying to move my car like around, or like move it around the driveway to like navigate. Like we have too many cars for the size of our driveway. Hello.
What's up, sluts?
Hey,
are you back
it's
from
Jess.
soup?
Hey, Jess.
Yes, I have a giant bowl of chicken gnocchi, 2 breadsticks, and these stuffed ziti that I love from Olive Garden.
Ooh,
Jess, question. Question, Jess.
What's up?
Would you like me to make a large batch of breadsticks for you and Jess?
Yes.
Me and Jess?
You and
That's
Jill,
a lot of
sorry.
breadsticks
I
for me.
apologize.
Jess and Jess. Yeah.
Jess
the
and Jess?
breadsticks are for her only.
I love breadsticks.
Okay. I can figure out some a recipe for some nice garlic breadsticks.
Well, the thing is, Connor, do you know what you're gonna have to do?
Mm-hmm.
Do you know how you make these breadsticks as good as they are?
Butter.
They're slathered in fucking butter.
Butter.
When my brother used to work at the Olive Garden, part of one of his jobs as a busboy was to help prep the bread.
Bread boy.
They call them Butter Boy.
Bread boy.
No.
Butter Boy.
Slather that. Slather
You have to
that
tell me
butter.
something
Rex left
that I
the
think you
serve
can
cupboard,
find
but
at
he
least
forgot to
semi-interesting.
take the
Part of the
ziti
reason the
cream
chicken
with
gnocchi soup is so good is because it is actually freshally made on location.
So-
Did you know Olive Garden, the Andes mints that they have is a special ratio of the mint and the chocolate for only Olive Garden?
Yep.
No, that is interesting.
It's one of those really weird details, but yeah.
Yeah, I'm very proud of that knowledge, and I say it to my mom every time we go to Olive Garden.
So
and she knows I'm gonna say it, but I like hold the mint in my hand, I look at it, and I look at her, and I go, "Did you know?"
Hey, can I tell you guys my favorite joke about Olive Garden once Adam's done saying what he's saying? Because I accidentally interrupted him, and I'm sorry.
Yeah. So I was gonna say, if you guys were worried that I'm just like this with you, no, this is just how I am.
No, it's just your nature.
That's okay.
Anyways, yes, please.
Jill did this to one of their coworkers, and I've heard the joke before, but it makes me laugh every time.
Yep.
Do you know why people who work at Olive Garden can't date each other?
Because they're family.
Because when you're there, you're family.
Thank you. Thank you, Adam.
What was the other thing I was going to say?
You
Oh yeah.
just in time.
Another smaller thing about why this game is definitely better than Tai 3 and Tai 1. There's more like miscellaneous shit you can do in the background. You have 44 quests in total that you can do in this game. That's plenty of shit to occupy your time with. And then all the races. Say again?
Can I make an inappropriate joke?
Go ahead.
Always.
I wish I was miscellaneous things. You said miscellaneous things to fuck around. You said miscellaneous things to fuck around in the background. Listen,
You're better than some side piece, Jess.
I'm really not.
Hello, time.
Incorrect. Extremely loud, incorrect buzzer.
I'm kind of sleepy, so I don't have enough bite in me to argue it that much.
My friends are all treasures.
Listen, personality-wise, I'm fucking great. I'm gonna be honest.
Can I say? I'm really happy I landed a girlfriend because I am not. I am absolutely not anything better than background. Thank you very much.
Compliment you whether or not you like it.
No, it's...
You do have really nice hair, which I think helps a lot. Not to be that person.
No. That's the compliment. That's the compliment most men tend to get. Well, so most men with good hair get. Sorry.
Imagine having hair. Couldn't be me.
Men have good hair that usually they put a lot of effort into it.
Exactly, Becca, you get it.
Because
you
that's,
get exactly what
because that's the thing is like, okay, this is my opinion as a man with curly hair. I have curly hair.
Horrible.
I may not have a full head of hair my entire life because I'm a guy, and that's a fairly high possibility with men. So it only seems smart for me to keep my hair for as long as possible. Thus, and I'll admit this freely, and I'll even pause so that way you can hear me saying this. I take hair growth medication because I want to. Huh?
Give me some.
It's really easy to get a prescription for it. Like, you don't have to try.
I don't. At this point, I don't think it's worth it. I think I just.
It's at a certain point you give up the ghost, but like I have an M-shaped hairline, so my hairline goes like this. But that's also something that is kind of genetic with my family. But either way, I am still taking medication to make sure it does not worsen because I want to keep it for as long as possible.
At least your head is a nice shape to be bald.
Mine isn't.
See, I've noticed that my head's got like a weird like bump on top to me.
Adam?
Yeah.
My head is square shaped. Yes, you have a good head to be bald.
How would you know? You guys have seen me like once.
Yeah, I remember what you look like. I have a good memory. Hello?
Yeah, it's like saying you have a good face for radio. You got a good head for being bald.
No.
Yeah, but saying you hold on. I'm gonna defend this real quick. Even if you say that to someone, and they are ugly and they do have a good voice for radio, there's still some bitch that's gonna sleep with them.
Yeah, because they got a great voice. I have a nice voice too. See, that's actually something that I've always been a little concerned with because
you've got a good voice for radio.
Thank you. Well, that's one of those things that like while I'm not concerned with it, I try to pay attention to how my voice sounds just because I do so much talking.
Oh, I hate the way my voice sounds.
You get used to it.
No,
you do.
Hand to God, you get used to it.
No, I'm 31, and every time I hear my own voice, I'm like, I'm going to play in the nearest river.
How many years have you
edited?
How many years have you been live on streams and hearing your own voice?
0.
There you go, Chief.
I've spent 10 years doing work that involves phones and having to listen to myself for like training stuff.
That's not the same, because that kind of situation where you're listening to yourself for training purposes, that is a critiquing purpose.
No, it's not even that. I listen to them myself for my own training. Like no one listens to them for me, like with me.
Yes, you're still critiquing yourself.
Buddy, I got news for you.
Yeah?
That's a 24/7 thing.
That's called anxiety.
Not talking naturally in those, I think, because like I got used to my
her name is
voice.
Stacy.
Stacy.
Does the mom have it going on?
I don't know.
I got used to the sound of my own voice really quickly when I like edited YouTube videos. The brief time when
Ow.
Yeah, no, I never did that.
So
I got as far as making the channel, realized no one would watch me play video games, and gave up.
Can I be honest here? Do you know what makes like streaming and doing stuff like this fun?
It's not having me around, is it?
Well, having friends actually does help. No, it's just enjoying it, just relaxing and having some fun with it. That's it.
I mean, I did enjoy it.
What's
when I
wait?
did
Hang
it,
on.
I
What was that?
didn't
What
do
was
enough.
that first word you just used there?
Relaxing?
Friends?
Yeah, I've never heard that word before. What's it mean?
It's called take your fucking medication, Adam.
I already did
Okay,
that.
hold on.
I take.
Complimented our voice. You say that, but me and Jill can sound very similar sometimes.
Hi, Jill.
Hey, Jill.
Hi, Soup.
Hi, Jill.
Hello, Soup.
Oh, I'm
But
sorry.
then again, Jill's voice has lowered since she started.
Yeah, Jill's voice has lowered since we started, which I think is exactly what Jill wanted.
Yeah.
Can I also say part of the reason why that probably is? That they're not masking around you.
Yeah. Well, also, like, it's one of those things where, like, if one wishes to be more not masked, but mask as in
They
masculine.
went from masking
I'd like-
to masking.
Like,
I'd like to look for
if one
someone
w-
who was masked. What?
If one wishes to be more masked, it's I won't say it is simple to do. It is simple to learn. So like the best tip I give for folks who want to like sound more mask, become very conscious of your Adam's apple. Because the lower you place your Adam's apple,
What are you doing with my apples?
You know that not everyone has that.
well, yeah, but you still have
No,
this.
I wanna-
You still have this
I
piece of
wanna-
your throat right here.
I want to hear what Connor has to say because I think I wish
And
I
actually-
want my voice. I wish my
and
voice
actually-
was deeper.
And actually, Becca, you do have an Adam's apple. It's just not pronounced. So Adam's apple is typically right here,
It's silent. Okay.
a few inches below your throat, right there. You can kind of feel it because it's a slight bump, always. Even when it's
What the freaking heck?
even when it's
The
not in
freaking
all the way,
heck.
you can feel a very slight lump of bone that's pressed into your body.
Yeah, I've felt
Don't-
that before.
Yeah.
Don't push on
So-
it. It feels weird.
Yeah, don't do that. It does feel weird. So what you do is just stay more conscious of it and learn how to push it down. So learn how to go like
Yeah.
and bring it down, and then you can sound a little bit more husky and a little bit more masculine because basically
Oh,
you're
I've
then talking at a lower register.
Connor, I've been husky for my entire life.
That's just called being. Sorry, I'll stop.
No, what are you gonna say? Was it called being
I
a
was
furry?
gonna
Is
stop.
that where you're going?
What's the
No,
emergency?
you gotta say it now, Terry boy.
It's going fast.
Wait,
Terrible
Yeah.
tie.
can I make a comment that
What
without
is it?
context is
Who's
going to sound
inside?
inappropriate, but I will add context
My
immediately
family is in
after.
trouble.
Yeah, sure, go
Yeah,
ahead.
sure.
Cass responsible?
You're going to say it
Did
feels
you
weird
buy
to touch your throat like that, but I'm
No,
very
no.
used to people
I was
grabbing my
building the
throat.
Dennis Memorial
Uh-huh.
Freeway
Which
when
again
the
sounds
workers
wildly
walked out on
inappropriate
me.
at first, but it's
Speech
because where
therapy.
your fucking
Freeway?
no, it's where your
There,
thyroid
you're
is, and every time I go to
Oh.
the doctor, they have to check
Okay.
my thyroid
Okay.
and feel
I
it.
told them
That
that
makes-
Yeah,
the
also, as
brickwork
Bert says, it's
flashed
the
with
larynx,
the
not the
That-
antique timber
Also,
trim.
I do want to
It
hear
simply
like
wouldn't
I
do.
love-
I hope you paid him
Voice.
double time.
I want to know what
It's
bear
my
sounds
terrible
like.
way.
No, Bears is right. There's a lot that one can do about dissecting the timbre and the quality of one's voice.
Tomber.
Great.
What?
It's Tomber.
Huh?
I don't.
It's
Tomber.
Connor?
Yeah?
I'm hearing Connor.
It's
yeah,
Tomber.
Hey,
Yeah,
why
it's
is it-
Connor.
Hey, I have a
That's our
question.
friend Connor.
I have a question.
It's Tomber.
Yeah? It is? Hey, I have a question.
Why is it spelled with an I then?
What do you spell the thing that is when you chop down a tree?
It's going down.
How do you pronounce it?
Timber.
Okay.
Timber.
Hey, what's that word say?
Timbre, bitch.
Yeah, hey, guess what?
Timbre.
That's
Timbre.
that's the best you could say. You can call it timbre. You want to call it timbre?
Yeah, timbre.
It's French, you fuck.
Yeah?
Well, that
This
makes
is
it
America,
wrong.
you fucking loser!
Yeah, you might as well wave that white flag now, Frenchie.
Oh, it's
this
funny
is so
because I'm
good.
partially
So-
French.
I decided to Google the origin of the two words just for shits and giggles.
Is this
Um,
an
okay,
arcade?
great. Becca's right, Tombo, which is pronounced Tombo, is French coming originally from medieval Greek. Which was good before that, which is, I'm gonna try to pronounce it, is Tumpanon? Tumpanon, which means drum,
Oh, like a timpani?
probably.
Get
I think that's probably
hold
the
on.
same
You want
word.
to say get their ass Frenchly? Sorry, it's get their ass. There you go. That's how you say it.
Whereas
I'm sorry, I
timber-
didn't. I think it's pronounced Han Eiffel Tower.
Timber has two origins in modern day, which is both Old English, which is timber, which is a building, and German with Zimba, which is where.
Oh, actually, I believe Kesha invented the word timber when she released her hit song.
Cody's right. Yeah, I love tambourines.
Gracious me, you did it!
So what
I
you're saying
hereby
is this is an
declare
Arkansas,
the
Kansas
top.
situation.
Yeah.
Arkansas.
Do you guys know the answer? Do you guys know the answer to that one?
No, I'll shoot
Yeah,
myself.
one of them's fucking French. It's
Yeah.
the French again.
Yeah, Arkansas
Guys-
is the French version. Kansas is the British version, but they're both based off
Guys,
of the native Kansas
I
tribe.
think-
Yeah, what's up?
I think we can
You
just
do?
blame the French for everything.
No, hold on. More revealing information here is that Connor thinks.
I do.
Does it hurt? Do you do it often? I know the answer to that.
Yes. Yes to both.
Oh, there's it started.
Yep.
Jill, the way you talk is more loose and drawn out compared to Becca. Becca's words are often shorter. You have different enunciations. This has a lot to do with Jill's background with being raised in a southern locale to somewhat. Jill doesn't have a distinct accent, but the way Jill holds the voice is lazy and loose.
Guys, if
Yeah,
Bear
that
says
checks out.
something nice about my voice, I'm leaving this call, leaving this group, and deleting my computer.
Got it.
Okay.
That sounds bad.
Here, just acceptance from Connor.
Sorry.
No, don't say anything nice about me. One, I don't deserve it. Two, I won't accept it.
Well, also, none of that was, like,
That
nice
was-
or mean. It was a totally new.
No.
How do you, Cody? I can answer that question. If you have an HHD, you get yourself a neodymium magnet, you slap it on top of that hard drive, and you walk away.
Yeah, Neodymium Magnet. It's my favorite character from the Matrix series.
Yo, neodymium magnet is my favorite character. Yo, who's shooting shit?
What'd you do? Move to America?
Down the main pump before the whole place blows
This is
sky
America.
high. Be careful though, Kaz's
Nope,
troops
just
are out in
slipping now.
force.
Chaz, that was definitely someone's furry awakening.
I mean, most anthropomorphic animals have been someone's furry awakening.
I wonder who it was for me.
Look at Lucario. You know how many people want to fuck that Pokemon?
See, no, that's someone that's a little. That's someone I don't fully
Crystal
understand. But what I will say is,
Awesome. You
the one that
Star Fox.
I do understand, Maid Marian from the Robin Hood Disney movie.
Of course. Becca, did you just say a character from Star Fox?
I mean, Star
Yeah, the
Fox
blue-
himself.
the blue
Crystal.
girl, yeah.
Star Fox. Did
I can see
I
that.
stutter? I did, but
No, I don't know Star Fox that well. That's why I was double
It's
Yeah,
checking.
she's like a-
It's-
I did.
It's because
She's like a
it's the
sexy
bad
blue
Star
fox
Fox.
Yeah, she's a
Yeah,
fox
something.
girl.
She is the
It
baddie
was-
from Star Fox.
It
I
was
don't know.
it was Star Fox
I'm not
Adventures,
straight.
which is objectively the worst Star Fox.
Yeah,
I only know
I know what
that.
mine was.
I only know that
It's
she
the only
exists.
one I played and I liked it.
Yeah, I only know that.
You know what,
I only know
Becca?
that Crystal
You're allowed to be
exists
wrong.
Because she was a trophy in Smash Brothers.
Yeah, she was.
Crystal, in the very first thing you do in the game, you play the prologue, you play as Crystal, and she is like the sexiest purple fox you've ever seen. Her tail is going
Blue.
crazy, and then you.
Yeah, she's blue.
She's like a.
No, she's blue.
I think she's blue.
No, she's definitely blue.
Faster than Crystal.
How can you tell what color she is? She's made of crystal. You see right through her.
No, shut the fuck up!
She gets to put in the crystal.
So is that why her name's Crystal?
Yeah. No.
Yeah, I think
Listen,
so.
I had too many weird other things I did as a kid to remember my furry awakening. I mean, for fuck's sake. Hello. Hi, Joe.
Hello.
What's Joe?
Gay people.
Yo, what's up?
Oh, I didn't.
Are
know
you
it was
trying?
Joe 'cause I
Are you trying to
forgot they
bring
don't
down
have
your larynx a little bit?
No, I'm just talking
Joe.
after I ate soup.
Ah, okay, that would do it. That can change your timbre a little bit.
Soup.
That can. Sorry,
it-
I'll correct myself.
is
That can
this-
change your timbre a little bit.
It's going down.
Amber.
It's going down.
Amber.
Hey, Becca, what country is this?
Amber.
Bruce did dissect Adam's voice. I don't know if it's fun.
Hold on.
Also, Becca, Tom not Burr. Tom warm. Tom home in West Virginia. It's 70 degrees there. Tom no burr.
Oh, fuck West Virginia for being 70.
Yeah,
Sorry,
it's really
I'm
warm.
cold. Anyways.
I gotta tell you guys, it's only because you're on the. It's because of where you're living. It's pretty warm over here.
Anyways, Adam has a large amount of projection, which is a reflection of his overall.
Oh no,
height.
I'm projecting!
I haven't
Yeah.
seen Adam, but I imagine he has a large torso.
Yep.
Adam also speaks very clearly, which is probably because of his background with bone stuff.
Yep.
Adam speaks very clearly and cleanly. I feel like Adam speaks higher than his natural range, but that's common for men with autism, such as me.
It's common for men with autism. It's also common for men who have to try and make themselves seem more friendly than they may appear.
Also common for yeah, boys.
Yeah, boy.
Like I'll put it this way. With my hair down, I look like a very I look fine.
Hairy woman.
So I don't have to worry about that. But if I had my hair pulled back all the way, or if I had my hair always like shaved, I would probably have to speak with a higher register because I have.
You again. So you're ready to
I look
see
super
it, huh?
Italian, which means I look like an ass. I look mean.
Hey, it's me, Italian. And then you do the hands.
I already do the hands, in fairness. You're just describing an Italian woman.
Ozzy, Ozzy, Ozzy!
Oi, oi, oi!
Oi, oi, oi!
I started watching the mention of gay vice. I started watching Cold Case, as I mentioned earlier, but
Yeah.
And
Hey,
in
boy.
the first episode, which all I've watched so far, there was a gay character, and they never.
Hell yeah.
Oh boy.
No, well, it's 2003.
Yeah, that's
So,
why.
like, they don't
That's why I went. Oh boy.
judge him for it. He's a murder suspect initially, but then like.
It's the
like,
gay
oh,
character. Hey there, sisters! It's lovely to meet you
That's
all.
literally kind of what he talks like. He
Oh,
talks like
fuck.
a gay
I knew it.
Hannibal Lecter. Like
Oh
he's
my
like,
God.
he's like, well,
Gay Hannibal
wasn't
Lecter is the name of my new metal band.
because and he's like, well, essentially,
I'll eat you with a
your only
nice
alibi is you went to bed at
Chianti.
10. And he's like, oh, well, I guess that the old sergeant kept Travis.
Yeah.
And he's just
I'll
like,
eat you with a nice mimosa. This is a brunch.
It's like, I mean, it's like cool that he's there and he's not like presented as a pervert, but he does have.
Let's be honest here. The 2000s era gay men were basically portrayed as perverts and everything except for like explicitly. They were still very much like stereotypes.
I feel like came off as really creepy. I think like he's
yeah.
Gay Hannibal Lecter.
I'll put it this way. Hey, how many times have you seen a 2000 era TV show where the gay man has hit on the main character and the main character has responded negatively?
Yes.
Yes.
Okay, there you go. There's your answer. They're being portrayed as a pervert.
You keep saying gay Hannibal Lecter like he isn't already.
He's gay.
Come on.
I know him is Will Graham.
In my mind, every version of Hannibal Lecter is a queer.
Good for him. Diversity win.
Diversity win. Your cannibal is a queer.
Does eating ass count as cannibalism?
Yeah, sure. Why
Because
not?
if he's doing it.
I think Hannibal heard eat ass and took it a little bit too literally.
He went, oh yeah, I could do that.
He said that's a nice
I can
cut.
eat ass. Goddamn, boy.
Hannibal, you know that's not what that means,
I
right?
can do it.
Someone was like, Hannibal, that's not what that means. Wait, what?
What do you mean?
What do you mean it's not? I've been doing.
Roast.
I ate his ass with
some fava beans and a nice Chianti.
Nice Chianti. What a
Rump
lovely
roast.
evening.
Rump roast is when I see a man with a flat ass and I have to point it out to him aggressively.
Becca,
Yeah.
have you watched The Case That Haunts Me?
Again, I've watched one episode. I'm in the
No,
middle
you
of
said
the
you're watching.
son. Let
You
me
said you're
know if you
watching
need a
Cold
hand.
Case
Good
Files.
choice, son.
G'day,
Oh no,
son.
That saves me getting one
I've
for your
seen
birthday,
Cold
son.
Case Files. I'm
Bye,
watching
son.
the TV show now, like the
Cold
drama, the fiction.
Forensic
I have seen.
Files.
No, I saw Forensic Files 2 a while ago.
Forensic Files is
Oh,
the show you
what?
put on whenever you're in a
I'm
hotel.
confused by your entire sentence. I'm asking about an entirely different show.
I don't know that show.
Okay.
Cold Case Files.
Like, I'm asking if-
I think that's also on HBO, but I saw it when I was looking up Cold Case, but
Honest stop.
Hey, Jill.
Yeah, what's up?
You weren't here the other night. Do you know the show Big Comfy Couch?
Yeah. Where you lay on the floor and
Hi,
she takes her
Tom.
leg and makes a big clock?
Yeah, it's cleanup time. Yeah.
Yeah, Big Comfy Couch.
No, 10-second tidy. That's what it's called.
I used to love Big Comfy Couch. I think that
Same.
actually started my like origin of loving clowns.
that makes
No, that tracks. Yeah, no,
Because I didn't know it at the time, but I was in love with the
Jess,
main girl of that show.
read.
Yeah, I understand.
Give me a second. I have a mouthful of cheese.
Stop that.
Me when I have
No,
a
I'm
mouth
hungry.
full of cheese.
That's-
I like
Hey, real
Bear's
talk, guys.
analysis. Bear's analysis of Becca being like, yeah, you talk to kids, and I'm like, yeah, every fucking Saturday.
Yeah.
Becca talks to kids. Pretty D&D.
Short,
Hey, real
short
talk.
enunciations.
Actually, just gotta put this out there before I forget. Real talk. Have any of y'all ever just eaten like a straight block of cheese, like not cutting slices
Absolutely.
off, but I mean,
Yeah,
biting into
you
it.
just bite into it.
Weirdly,
Like an apple.
you wanna know the weirdest part about that?
Yeah.
You are the second person in 2 days to ask me that.
I mean, look,
That is weird.
that okay? No, that is weird. Yeah.
You had a nickel for every time it happened. You'd have two nickels.
A teen that I work with was like, this is gonna sound so weird, but sometimes I like to take a block of cheese and just bite into it. And I said, that's not weird.
Is it the teen you work
It's,
with?
yeah.
Yeah, of course.
Bless her heart.
But to read
Oh, bless her heart. I know what that means.
No, read the tone in it. I like, that's a genuine bless her heart.
Oh.
Short enunciations, but a lot of emotional movement. I can easily tell your facial expressions based on your voice. Do you have a singing background?
No.
And I can also somewhat compare your manner of speaking to a school teacher or someone who works with kids. Your words are easy to understand with a comfortable middle range tonality.
I still maintain.
Because I slur a lot.
I still maintain that the
Yeah,
reason
you
you
do
sound like
slur a
you
lot.
talk
Becca
to
says a lot of
kids
slurs.
is
Yeah,
because of us.
I slur a lot too.
Yeah, every time, right after streamings, we always say a slur.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's like a little reward.
It's like a reward.
I
Yeah,
need
you know, a little
to.
slur,
I need
like
to
a
make
treat.
it clear. These are slurs that we're allowed to say because they are homosexual in some way, shape, or form.
Do-do-do-do.
Inspector.
Inspector.
I had to bite my tongue so hard when I read that the first time, Joe.
Because we're playing your dreams.
I was laying in bed and I was like, damn, that song stuck in my head. And then I was like, do-do-do-do-do, Inspector. Oh, is that anything?
Yeah, it's definitely something.
I heard him start laughing and I was like, oh, man, that might have something to do with what happened on stream. I
Yes,
won't
it
take that as
absolutely
immediately.
does.
And then
It
she was laughing 'cause of
absolutely
me.
did.
And I was like,
Oh my gosh, it was so stupid. I loved it.
Welcome back, mate.
I also loved it. That's why I immediately reacted the way I did.
Thank you, appreciate it.
Oh, Bears, I give you permission to do mine. However, as a reminder, I had a lot of speech therapy, so it's hard to tell what my voice is supposed to be.
Boy, that one.
I'm so cold.
Also, I will say I don't technically.
Bye-bye.
Me when I'm
have
dying
background,
after I've been shot.
But I did do singing a bit. I never was like a good singer, but when I was like preteens, I did an arts day camp, and one of those was singing.
I'm sorry.
And then in middle school, for 1 year, in 8th grade, I joined the chamber choir.
Hold on, was Jess just about to react to Becca's art summer camp thing?
Yes, I was. I'm gonna drop it because I just remembered something, and I can make some of you feel guilty because it's sometimes fun to do that to my friends who had money growing up.
I still need to buy your windshield wipers.
I feel no guilt.
Jill, I think you'll relate to this even though you've never done this to my knowledge. So when I was a kid, we were still heavily involved with the church. Just because my mom was religious and it was like a community thing. I say was religious, like she still isn't, she just doesn't like churches.
Fair.
But one of the things my mom did to try to make sure we'd fit in at the church, even though it didn't really work, because Alex, my brother, and I'm not allowed to call Alex autistic. I got in trouble for calling him autistic. But he's autistic.
But we know.
Autistic in everything except for diagnosis.
Well, I'm not allowed to do it because my mom said you'll give him ideas.
You'll give him ideas.
Yeah, you wouldn't want.
Hey, you can't give those kids with autism ideas, all right? Come on now.
Yeah, you wouldn't want the youth to try autism, would you?
Because my mom
Not even once.
Because my mom and my brother wouldn't make as much effort in things if he found out he was autistic. My mom is a fair assumption. Hold on, no. I have to give my mom credit. My brother would use it as an excuse more than I do.
Real.
Sorry, I can't come in today.
Sorry, I'm calling out an autistic.
Everybody at my place of work could 100% call out of work for being autistic.
Calling out of work autistic is my new favorite thing.
It sucks.
Well,
You're all
autistic. I think it was actually England where they tried to have like classify. This was like I don't know, maybe 20 years ago or something, maybe longer. They tried to say that like homosexuality was a disease.
No, that was.
And was
that was a lot of places, and it always worked out badly.
This was people who like they started calling in gay.
I'm calling out of work. I'm gay. Sorry.
Yeah, can't come into work today. My
so
gay's
that law
acting up.
Did not last very long.
I can't calling out of work. My gay is acting up is my favorite statement.
Yeah.
Sorry, my gay's acting up. I can't come in today.
You know tennis elbow that people say? My gay elbow is acting up. Sorry.
No,
I'm sorry.
Your gay elbow, it's your gay wrist.
I can't do it.
My gay wrist is acting up. Sorry.
My gay wrist is feeling really limp today. I can't.
Oh god.
Real quick, to circle back to the original joke. So my mom, to try to make us fit in, would send us to summer camp, specifically church summer camp.
I'm so sorry.
Jesus.
I went to church camp for 2 years in a row, baby.
I figured you did. However, because we were poor, the only way we could afford it is because people at our church would sponsor kids to go and pay for it.
Yes, you have told us that before.
Yeah. I watched a girl get her head smashed by a rock because she went down an unsafe slip and slide.
I have a slip and slide story too.
Yeah, I have a slip and slide story too.
Fucking smash and kill you with a rock.
When I went to church camp, I went because my rich friend needed a friend to go with, and I was poor, so I went with her. And we had a slip and slide on a hill that they just covered it in like Dawn dish soap to make you go real fast.
That's so much soap.
Yeah, Dawn dish soap make you go real fast.
What they did not anticipate. Okay, here we are here. So, in their mind, you go down the slip and slide, you stop at the end. Not how a slip and slide works.
No.
So at the end of the slip and slide, about 2 feet from the end of it, was a bush of like thorns.
Oh my god.
So like the first kid that went down got absolutely fucked up.
Did you guys go to
right into the thorn bush? And I said, "Oh my god."
Did you guys go to church camp at fucking Action Park?
No, it was Jigsaw who ran my church camp actually.
I need to point out something. Jill, I assume you went to church camp once you had moved to West Virginia.
Yes. Absolutely.
Because I assume I know which one it is. You have to realize it's because they had put the church camp in the middle of the fucking boonies. That was barely cleaned up enough for people to stay at. So it was all
everything about this makes it better.
Yes.
Can I tell you
Bridgeport.
something fun?
Yeah, sure, dude.
Wait,
go.
hold on. Did you just say Bridgeport?
Bridgeport.
That's actually a town
Darling.
back home.
I'm on the highway.
Darling, I'm on the highway.
Bridgeport.
But circling back.
Hey.
So
In Bridgeport.
that church camp that I went to.
Passion of the Christ camp.
Jesus.
Yeah, Jesus,
Thanks, Cody.
exactly.
But so that church camp was also the first place I got to experience swimming in a pool at night, and swimming at night in general.
I love night swimming.
It was great. I was like, "Hey, is it our turn yet?" And they'd go, "No, this night is a different cabin's turn." I'd go, "Is it our turn yet? Please."
All I
However, night
remember, I remember two things about church camp that were actually fun. So one, they had a guy come in. Keep in mind, this was like a like rich kid summer camp, like church camp. So they had a guy come with a bunch of geodes.
Oh yes,
and we
rocks.
we got to pick our own geodes and open them.
Yes.
That was really fun.
Rocks.
And then the other thing was at the end of camp, they gave everyone 2 bottles of shaving cream.
Oh.
And sent us out into the field behind the church, like behind the camp. And when they were like, "Go crazy. There'll be a surprise here in about 15 minutes. You have until then." And we were like, "What?" So we all just started like spraying each other with shaving cream, which was really fun. And then a fucking fire truck showed up, sprayed the shit out of us.
Yeah!
With a fire hose, and I was like, "This is the best day of my life." And then I went.
I never got sprayed with a fire hose.
Then
again, I never went to Bible camp.
I went to a semi-poor church camp, so our best day was when they broke out the snow cone machine.
Oh shit, you guys have a snow cone machine?
Yeah, we did. It was great.
So I don't know if you saw Paris' message about the
Yeah.
Bible camp nearby,
Oh, yeah,
and it just fucking died.
Listen, sometimes kids die at church camp. We don't mention it and we move on.
Yeah, he returned to Christ.
Yeah.
That's fucked up.
Jesus Christ!
That's fucked up. Literally.
That's fucked up.
Jesus
But also,
fucking Christ!
so funny.
Kid died at Bible camp. He went back to Christ. That
Yeah,
is
he said go- he said
the
go-
most fucked up thing that has been said on stream. You just said that about a real kid that died.
Hold on.
Hey,
It's
I
not the
didn't
most
kill him.
fucked up thing, but it's
No, it
pretty high
is.
up there.
It's pretty up there.
Yeah, I didn't kill him.
Shit!
No, I was too distracted by playing Hades.
It's there.
Hold on. Hold on.
Actually,
I'm busy
hold
killing
on.
things.
Hold on. You were reading everyone else's. I'll
Stop.
read yours.
Wait a minute.
Okay.
Him.
Me when I have the black lung.
How'd you know? Jess. Also good projection and emotional expression. In spite of the speech impediments, you are far from monotone. Obviously, you have quirks with how you speak, but they make you unique. They make your voice charming. That's you, baby!
Hey, Jill.
Yo, what's up?
When it starts getting warm again, aka when it's not 40 degrees outside, we should go get ice cream.
I agree, but it's fucking freezing outside and rainy as hell.
I know, the problem is I'm craving ice cream.
Really?
La-di-da. Imagine being able to eat dairy.
I can't!
Hey, Adam,
But I do!
Adam, you could.
Hey, what's up?
You just need to be. You just need to accept the consequences.
You just need to stop being a pussy.
That's the prepare the rest of my night. Yeah.
Yeah.
You gotta schedule around it. That's what I do.
I can't. Sorry, I had dairy tonight.
No, literally though.
That's a joke.
Literally back in West Virginia when we would do D&D, we would go get milkshakes after D&D on Saturdays.
Yes.
And we would get those milkshakes, and as soon as we got them, we would go, "Okay, we have 15 minutes to get me home."
All right.
Yes.
Night's over. Fuck this.
That would be the last thing we did because it was sheets, so it was like all night. We could get it whenever, but it was like as soon as we get the milkshakes, I take that first drink. T-minus 15 minutes. We gotta go.
1-800 are you shitting? Yep.
Not yet, but I'm about to be.
To give you context, we'd go out to dinner after D&D, we'd have a nice meal, then we'd go get the shakes and the night was over. That was a requirement.
It was done. That was it. Nothing else we could do. Or like,
yeah, Cody, we've definitely said some fucked up shit in this group.
Yeah, absolutely. Well, also, it's because like there's a certain amount of acceptance for fucked up shit that this group has, for a multitude of reasons. Like we're willing to talk about some fucked up shit because of a lot of our backgrounds and a lot of our areas of expertise. So fucked up shit is just like a day in the life, basically.
The news today. Oh boy.
What was I gonna say? This is just the last thing I'll say about the ice cream stuff. Anytime we would go on a road trip, for some reason, I would get the urge and be like, oh, I think I'm gonna get a milkshake at the gas station before we leave. And Jess would have to be like, fucking
no.
don't!
Absolutely
like,
no.
why?
No, you won't.
But why not? I want ice cream!
You know why not?
Like my memory gets wiped every time I get ice cream, and I don't remember that I shit immediately afterward. I'm like,
it's when they're like, oh, we're staying at a hotel. Yeah, let's order out. Usually we order like Five Guys, and they have milkshakes. So imagine Five Guys with a milkshake and what Jill does to the bathroom.
Oh.
Dude,
you have to
I'm
apologize
sorry.
to all Five Guys.
Yeah, you should say you're sorry.
you going, imagine Five Guys with a milkshake, and I said, honestly, my dream. Five Guys with a milkshake, that's all I need.
Real?
I also need Five Guys and a milkshake, but mine is very different than yours.
All 5 of my guys are actually Arthur Morgan from Red Dead Redemption 2.
So not even a touch of it is for Bucky Barnes.
Actually, it's, okay, so it's, hold on, so it's Arthur Morgan, Bucky Barnes, Bob from Thunderbolts. Who the fuck else? And then 2 more Arthur Morgans. 3 Arthur Morgans, a Bucky, and a Bob.
A family doesn't have to be a mom and dad. It can be
3 Arthur Morgans, a Bucky, and a Bob, and a milkshake and me.
Yeah. Cody, you're soft-spoken and gentle with the way you talk. You exhibit a lot of monotone speaking signs of autism.
Yep.
You're easy to listen to and speak slowly, which makes even complicated things easier to understand. I cannot imagine you yelling, and I feel like you're capable of incredible projection. Yeah, I don't think we've ever heard Cody raise his voice.
I haven't either. I've known him longer than you guys have, and I haven't heard that.
I don't think. Well, maybe Becca. I was gonna say I don't think any of you guys have ever heard me get mad, like genuinely mad.
I get mad in character in D&D sometimes.
You do.
Which is
and then I feel
frightful,
guilty.
But then you laugh and it's like, oh, okay.
And like I'm mad, and then I go,
you do it, and then like as soon as the character stops talking, you like grin.
Oh,
I love to be angry.
One of the most recent sessions I watched where you guys were talking about, I don't remember what it was that you were talking about, but Fitz got pissed.
Yeah. Last time Fizz got pissed, I remember it was about being good people and how we're not.
Yes, that's what it was.
Yeah.
I still think Fitz is wrong.
I mean, there's a certain amount of subjectiveness to morality that is there.
Yeah.
Listen, I don't think Darius is a good person necessarily.
No.
Yeah, but she's got a hot rack.
I realized recently that
True.
Yeah, because she's a MILF.
Yo, you just described most American juries. She's not a good person, but she's got a nice rack.
Jesus Christ.
Oh, I'm sorry. How many female murderers have you seen get off on a crime when they definitely should not have?
I haven't seen any female murderers get off, but I've probably seen a couple of male murderers get off, considering how foreign others.
Okay.
I'm scared.
You need Jesus.
I want to go home. And I'm already home. So, like, that's fucked up what you said.
No, Connor, we can't send Jess back to that Jesus camp. She could die.
No. What's worse, Jess?
Yeah, I sound like someone who talks all day, streaming, phone calls, DMing. Yeah, it's you are effectively correct. This is a honed voice, a mixture of 1, I'm on calls all day, 2, I DM very regularly, 3, I do streams regularly. So ultimately, by the end of the day, I have a very well-honed, well-polished presentation
we stream
voice.
often. We stream on Mondays, Wednesdays, Fridays, and Saturdays.
Is this
Tell
it?
your friends.
You
Calm down, Jess. Deep breaths.
That was my Connor impression. It wasn't very good because I
Guys.
wasn't trying.
There's
Yo, what's up?
Jess goes, you know what's worse? And then I was like, what's worse? Jess, what's worse? And then from beside me, in the kitchen, Jess goes, I'm right here, motherfucker. Scared the actual living shit out of me, dog. What the fuck? That scared me so bad.
Becca,
Yes?
you've heard me get genuine mad before, right?
Probably, but I don't really remember.
You probably haven't heard me get genuine mad in probably about 5 years.
Yeah, not for a while.
Yeah.
Oh god, it's been 5 years. Oh no.
Yeah, it's been, we won't say why, but it's
been
been about 5
Yeah,
years.
I think that more often, instead of me getting mad, you guys have heard my like serious voice.
We've heard your serious voice because typically when you get mad, Jill, you either dip or like you go quiet.
Yeah, I get pretty quiet. But my serious voice more so is when we used to have HR meetings.
Heard
and
about
where I
those.
would-
Have to.
Yeah, but I used to be the mediator, so I'd have to put on my like I am serious and very non-biased voice.
I'm sorry, I don't know why. I thought you were gonna say I'm serious and very serious and non-binary.
But my very serious and
I
non-binary.
mean, this is
voice.
also true.
I'm non-biased, non-binary.
My non-binary voice.
My non-binary voice, yeah. It's just kind of the one I have.
It's the one you typically have.
It's the one I usually use. Is this one? It came with the Xbox.
Whoa, you got no
came
biney?
with the Xbox.
It stands for a joke. It's like everybody has Uno, idiot. It came preloaded on the Xbox, and the guy goes, "I have the oldest Xbox known to man."
In fairness, let me tell you, my Xbox did not come with Uno.
Yeah, 'cause you had the oldest Xbox known to man.
I did. I had an Xbox. I had the original Xbox 360, and then I sold it because I really wasn't using it much.
Xbox 360. Charlie XCX helped invent that one.
Boomst?
Yeah, 360.
What?
Shut up.
Shut up. You're in the mirror. You're just looking at me.
Shut your gay mouth. You little gay boy.
Fairy boy.
Gay boy.
Listen here, fairy boy.
Fairy boy.
I don't think that horse likes you, fairy boy.
Guys, I laughed so hard I ended up having to pee.
Yeah. I had to lean over to Jess and go, calm down. Deep breaths.
Larynx Harshwell, you know what? Larynx control and pitch.
You're genuinely scared.
It scared the shit out of me.
Yeah, no, I mean, Bears is actually correct. A lot of like the voice control techniques out there, yeah, they're all the exact same for pitch control and mask and femming your voice. So like, well, it's the same. It's.
Yeah, I know. That's just what a mask sounds like to me.
No, you're not wrong.
That's exactly what dudes sound like. Hey guys.
I'm thinking of that dog that had its mouth like being open and closed while it was kind of growling.
I'm thinking of the weird Charlie the Unicorn where it was like a fucked up version, and the Leopleurodon just went rah 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 rah.
I used to.
I saw what Bear said. I don't want to learn how to metal scream because I'll hurt myself doing it, and I know it will.
I do. Teach me.
I used to know the Charlie the Unicorn videos back to front. Memorized.
Hey, Charlie, wake up. Were you guys expecting me to pull out a Charlie the Unicorn reference in 2025?
No, but I appreciate it.
No,
Thank you.
because I recently saw that they uploaded a new video.
What the fuck?
Yo, what?
Are you shitting my dick, dude?
Dead
Are you
ass.
shitting my cock and also
Dead
my
ass.
balls
I'm
and my
being serious.
grundle?
Look it up.
I know what I'm gonna do after stream.
Okay. All of a sudden, this isn't a safe place. Alright? Fuck me, I guess.
Yeah, guys, respect.
Alright.
Sorry. This stream is not safe for grundles.
Alright, well, should have been in the bylaws.
no,
Wasn't in the
isn't
fucking
that-
bylaws.
That's the
NSG.
witch. That's the witch from Banjo-Kazooie.
Yeah, grundle.
Grundle.
Not what I'm called.
I think that's my new favorite meme.
Not what I'm called.
Not what I'm called.
Grundle.
It's Grundle. Not what I'm called.
Hey, yo, Grundle.
My favorite one is still the one I was introduced to, which was, oh my god, the penis. Not what I'm called, and it's a phoenix that he's pointing to.
I don't remember what the original was.
The original one is the Cyclops over. It's like, oh my god, it's polyamorous. Not what I'm
Not
called.
what I'm called.
Yes,
That's right.
It's so funny that you mentioned that because I'm literally fighting Polyphemus right now.
Because it's, if you look at the little guy in the meme, the little guy in the front who's pointing, it's literally Odysseus.
Yeah, because I've seen the original meme, and it was around for a good few months, and then like in the last like week or two, it's really kicked off all of a sudden, and I'm really happy about it because it's really funny every time.
Oh, it's polypropylene.
Not what I'm called.
Polyamorous. Not what I'm called.
It's polyurethane.
Also not what I'm called.
See, that reminds me of the. Isn't that no the Tumblr like thread chain of no? You're thinking of X.
Yeah, it is. It does feel a little bit like
It really does.
No, you're thinking of polyamory. Polypropylene.
Oh, I never. Did I ever say this on stream? I don't think I did. So
you're polyamorous?
No.
No.
Nah.
You're gonna look at Becca and tell me that she would allow anyone else to date who she's dating?
She would allow it.
Look, I have a leash around my neck and I'm quite comfortable with it. Thank you very much.
Heyo.
Whoa!
Hang on. We can't talk about the grundle, but that's okay.
Yeah. I get fucking.
Can't talk about the grundle, but we can talk about the leash around your neck. God damn, boy!
I fucking forbid a man talk about his grundle.
Wait.
You wouldn't hear live, folks.
Hey, yo, Dad! Don't call me Dad. Don't call me Dad.
Oh, sorry. You don't want to be called Dad?
You know what? If we get a regular viewership, you guys can start calling me Dad. It's fine at that point.
I won't actually.
I don't even.
That's fine.
Even call it, like,
I
don't
said
even
can.
say
I didn't say
dad
you had
when
to.
I'm talking to like the cats, and I'm like, I say Papa, so I'm like, go to Papa. Like Papa was
Connor, I
Yes.
need you
Don't-
to know
don't-
this right
don't.
now. I call
I'll
my
take
own
my
mother. I call my
Thank
own
you.
mother by her
Oh.
first name.
Dad.
Hey, Connor.
Yo,
So you don't want us to call you Daddy?
I'll kick your ass.
No. Shut the fuck up. Get out of
Is
here.
it over? Is it over? Is it done?
Yeah.
Thank
I
you.
haven't said the word. You're good. I hate that word.
It's awful.
It's gotten ruined by the
It used
internet.
to be fine.
It's a terrible word, but the sheer implication of sexualizing the word daddy, it's just so
If a little
terribly
kid says
uncomfortable.
Daddy, it shouldn't be weird.
See, that's why whenever I see a spider in my house now, it's Father Longlegs.
Father Longlegs. Yo,
And you have to pray to him. You have to, like, tell him
just
your
made
sins.
an amazing NPC when they finally release Silk Song. Father Longlegs.
What's Silk Song?
No.
It's Hollow Knight. Silk Song is the sequel that they've been teasing for God knows how long.
Well, I think I've also just given you a really good spider NPC for us to, like, spider boss for us to fight in
Guys.
Campaign 3.
I made a meme and I'm putting it in Dice Functional Edition in the
I
meme
hope it's
channel.
I would love. I hope it's Father Longlegs.
I hope it's Grundle.
Let's see what it is.
Hold on. Let me pull up my phone.
Yeah. Hey guys, Grundle.
Not what I'm called.
I'm called.
You whipped that out quick.
Bro, you know by now. You say a meme,
I'm already
Jill's
making
got
it.
down.
I'm already making it. I'm sorry.
Jill, I'm the same way because when I was more like regularly watching your guys' campaign 2 streams on like my PC, and I had like access to Photoshop, I was like, boom, I'm there.
Yeah, I make shit during the game. I'm like, done. Did it.
Yeah, most of the good Ruben memes that Jill has drawn happen midstream.
Yeah.
I mean, in fairness, I drew a share a Coke with Ruben like in like grand total of 5 minutes, because like I think someone posted a picture with my finger because I didn't have my regular computer on hand.
I thought you were gonna say you didn't have the rest of your hands, and I was gonna be like, damn, where were they? That's crazy.
Stuffed firmly up my ass.
Yeah, you know when.
Yeah,
you know, no, hey Jill, you know when someone's like, hey, can you lend me a hand?
I'm so sorry.
Guys, I got in trouble for saying Grundle, and Jess is allowed to have free fucking reign. What the fuck? This is not fair.
You're right. Jill should be hashtag let Jill say Grundle.
Yeah.
It's a fucking dictatorship. What the fuck?
Don't look at me. I didn't say you couldn't.
Becca's a dictator.
Hashtag free the Grundle.
I can hear Jess laughing through your microphone.
Yeah, she's going crazy in there.
I'm sometimes mad my mic doesn't pick up my laughter.
I can one of these days I need to sit down with all of you and set up like your microphones.
Days, Alice.
Connor, one of these days you're gonna sit down on my computer and become gravely upset about the amount of things that are just stacked around it.
Oh, like
what
me
does your
whenever
desktop
you
look
mention a new piece of maintenance.
You know, it's pretty clean right now.
I don't have that
right now.
Wait, so yeah, Jess, is Connor going to be kind of like how I am whenever you mention a new piece of maintenance that you've ignored on your car for X amount of time?
Yeah.
Anyways,
you
know
yeah?
what? I can't wait. I was gonna share it in Coders and Bum, but you can see my medication which has my full name on it, so I can't.
Yeah, don't do that.
I will send it in our private channel.
My full name is, and my social security number is, get ready to write this down.
Connor, that's my dad.
69, 420, and then you...
It's honestly not that bad right now.
Carry the 1, and then if you multiply it by 7, that is my bank account number.
Can I tell you something that's gonna make you upset?
Yeah?
That second picture, all those pill bottles that I flipped upside down, those are all empty.
Alright.
I just haven't thrown them away yet. Jessica by
You
Cody.
full name by Cody. Ooh. That's damn.
I think that means that you need to clean that.
I think that means
the thing is, I've cleaned my desk before, but you have to realize so much of the stuff on my desk is here because I don't have anywhere else to put it.
The garbage can.
No, not like the garbage stuff. That needs cleaned up. But
yes.
Not today. But like all of my dice are stacked behind my computer monitors. All of my dice. I've got my tarot deck sitting on here. My colored pencils. All of my medications.
Hey guys, watch this. I'm going to ruin this argument in one sentence.
Hey, what's up?
Yeah, go ahead.
When's the last time you used that stuff?
The stuff on my desk pretty regularly.
Tarot deck?
I use it probably like once a week.
Why?
For fun goofs.
Because people have different beliefs than you, Connor.
Okay, well that's fair. I mean, but also I was more so like I didn't imagine that. What?
I said, hold on. Is this a foreign concept to you?
Yes.
People having separate beliefs. A little bit. Also, interrupting a non-binary person, transphobic.
You're right. I would never do that again. You feel free to talk, Joe.
No, good you taught me.
Cody, to be fair, I don't have the clean freak part. When I get manic, that's when the cleaning happens. Jill, I have unfortunately woke up before cleaning because I hit manic.
Hey, come here. Can I real quick? What's the inside of Jess's car look like?
Not good. I'm gonna fucking kill you, Connor.
Connor, I am trying to have a conversation.
fucking kill you to death with my mind.
Connor, Connor,
Yes?
it's me speaking. I'm trying to have a conversation with my wife's best friend. Fuck off.
I'm gonna start killing you.
I'm invincible.
I'm gonna rip the flesh from your bones.
I don't have
with my
flesh.
bare hands.
You have bare hands?
I do.
I do.
Fucking cuck.
I know you can't hear my cackles. I need you to know.
Jill would call me a cock on stream.
Fucking cuck.
Well, stop acting like one.
So,
You're right. I'll
hey
stop.
guys,
I'll stop.
I heard Adam's question. I'd like to defend myself real quick before Jill answers it.
I already answered it and I said not good.
Shut up. Okay, can I defend myself from the not good?
I'm gonna kill you to death.
Connor, Jill's gonna stomp you to death with their hooves.
Yeah, okay, so Jess,
Oh my
defend
God,
yourself.
I'm sorry.
Defend
I'm
yourself.
pissing myself.
Cool. I just cleaned my car of trash. Everything in it right
It's
now
true.
is
It's
just
true.
stuff.
Okay.
There's a lot of stuff though.
I've got
probably
like 4
not-
hoodies, 6 pairs of shoes, a
What?
blanket, 2 umbrellas.
There's gotta be more than one blanket in that car.
There is, but there's only one that you can see.
No. How many hoodies?
4.
Wouldn't
one for every day of the week.
Wouldn't 1 or 2 suffice?
Some roast
No, I
beef, some
don't-
chicken, a pizza.
No, I mean in Jess's car.
Let's see. I'm trying to think if there's anything else like significant.
At this point, I'm just
some leftovers from Ren Fair.
At this point, I'm just
That
expecting you to
fine.
start spouting off Big Smoke's order from GTA. Like, what the
I'll
fuck,
have 2
dude?
number 9s, a number 9 large, a number 6 with extra dip,
99
2
burgers,
number
99
6
fries, 99.
fries, 1 with cheese, and a large
My desk may be
soda.
dirty, but I actually use all the stuff around me. My car is filled with stuff that I do not use regularly.
Yeah, we just gotta bring it in. But we're always
I
tired.
do.
I feel like
I-
you...
What?
I was gonna say, I was gonna say I feel like you guys would be surprised at how little my cars have in them. But then again, you know how much of like a crazy car guy I am.
Yeah.
Like if I leave a piece of paper in my car for too long, I'm like, oh man, this car's a mess. Like I gotta clean it.
That's how my dad was, and I was never allowed to bring toys to his house because he was scared I would leave them in his car.
Oh my gosh. Now that's excessive.
I've had the Mustang for over 1.5 years, and my brother hasn't even been allowed in it.
Real.
Much like a child.
I am protective of my cars in the sense I don't let anyone else drive them. Not even my mother.
But you would let me drive it if I needed to learn how to drive, right?
Correct.
What
because
do
you're
you
not
mean
my family.
half-used water? Okay, half-used water bottles irritate me, not even from a car perspective. What do you mean half-used water bottle? Finish the fucking water bottle.
People are lucky that I let them in my car. Never mind anything food or beverage.
I will say this with the half-used water bottles. I'm really bad about that, but you know what we used to do at home when we were cleaning with those? We'd use them to water the plants.
I mean, that's at least you're using it, but like, it's the idea of just like, hey, I got this water bottle. I'm not going to finish the water. What do you mean? You've got water.
But yeah, most of the stuff on my desk I use actually pretty regularly. It does need a trash cleanup, but honestly, it's not the worst it's been.
Listen, I'm not gonna lie to you. There's a reason I'm not sending a picture of my desk. I'm gonna lie to you, actually, Connor. My desk is immaculate. Everyone else listen to me now. My desk is a trash heap.
Okay.
Yeah, it's
I
worse than
see
mine.
you. I respect you.
Jill,
Right,
listen, I'm throwing stones at a glass house, okay?
Yeah. How many cans you got on your desk right now?
0. But I have 1 on my floor next to my desk.
Are all of us answering that
9, 10.
question? 0. Hey, Becca, do you want to answer that question?
Jess, I got 7, so my desk is better than yours.
I'm sorry, Rafe, give it to the room. I picked her up and I put her on my chest. I'm leaning back in my chair now.
Real.
She's an adorable little cat.
Who would like to see the doll that I rereaded?
I have 10. This has been cleaned in the last week, though.
It can range anywhere from like it can range anywhere from like 2 or 3
pretty.
to, I think it can get up to like 7 or 8, but my desk right now doesn't have as much space for cans as my previous one did, so it's harder to shove them out of the way.
Do you guys know what I do?
Throw them away.
I just crush the can and put it in the recycling bin.
That's cool. Anyway, so what I do is I leave them on my desk.
Yeah.
And then I throw them away later.
Can I tell you something so important about me?
You're mentally ill?
I have undertreated mental illnesses.
Listen.
Oh,
Anyways.
yeah. You guys don't live in states where you can bring the cans back.
No, we still have recycling systems, but like it's not the same as some states. Yeah.
Yeah,
I think Michigan returns them for like.
Yeah, I live in a bring these back for like bottle or can redemption state.
Maine is the same way. Yeah, Maine had a like redemption, like a 5-cent redemption.
Look, I want that.
It's not super common for most states because most of them now just have regular like recycling systems, and they just shrug and go, "You'll do it anyways," and then that's it.
The thing that sucks is you have to pay for it when you buy the soda or the like. So like in a state, for example, that has like a 10-cent deposit, if you buy a 12-pack of soda, they add another $1.20 onto it. The idea being you can then redeem it and get your money back.
Yep.
It's to like incentivize returns.
Which, in fairness, it's smart because either they make money on taxes by people who are not doing what they should be doing, or they get people to do what they're supposed to do.
Speaking of taxes,
Yeah.
and like tax on purchases, you know what was the biggest adjustment when I moved to West Virginia?
Sales tax?
When I was in Delaware, there's no sales tax.
Yep.
So everything is like, if it's listed for $5, you're gonna pay $5 for it.
Yep.
So like that's how I was brought up, and then I got here and I was like, oh mom, can I get this? It says $5, and she'd be like, nope, that's gonna be, and it'll be more, and I would go, but why? It says $5. What do you mean? And she was like, welcome to the world.
The numbers are lying to me.
Alaska.
Oh wait, hey,
Alaska,
Jess,
Delaware,
Jill?
Montana, New Hampshire, and Oregon.
Ugh.
Have you heard the best noise from this game?
What's up?
How did they make Apollo and Hades 2 so beautiful?
The sun.
Because it would match best for Apollo.
You have to stare at the sun sometimes.
He's my little beast, Apollo. You trust the motherfucker.
Him being hot is giving a canonical reason why people stared at the sun.
Hey, question.
What's up?
Out of all the characters in Hades series, not just Hades 1 or Hades 2, Hades 2 and 1 and 2, who's got the biggest dick?
Oh, I thought you were gonna say who's a smash.
Well, the answer for most of you guys is all.
Dionysus has a huge hog.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
I do think it would be Dionysus. He's a
I
party
mean,
hero.
You know what? I would say I think Dionysus just knows how to use it. I would say the biggest hog.
Connor,
Yep.
have you played Hades 2 and gotten to Olympus recently?
No.
He's got the biggest hog.
Oh, okay.
He's got the biggest hog.
Oh, okay.
He's wearing a banana hammock.
Well, I was gonna say, I think the the person who probably has the biggest hog is actually probably gonna be Hades.
I mean, like, if we're going by like size of the guy, probably, because like Hades is a big bitch, like comparatively.
But also,
You're right. For the sake of humor, Hermes.
honestly, maybe so. Actually, I take it back. I know who has the biggest hog.
Charon?
It's my baby girl. Is Hypnos.
Bro, it's all the time. Can't use it, but you know what?
It takes a lot of energy to carry around that thing.
I guess you could say he's a sleeper agent with it.
Ayo.
Ayo.
You could say that, but do you have to?
Yes, I could do. Real quick, Connor.
No.
There's no reason for Hermes to have that one that big because he's a bottom to his husband.
Okay, but it's always bottoms who have the biggest cocks. And they got nothing to do with it. Because they ain't got nowhere to put it.
I'm gonna bite my tongue.
That's what the bottom said.
Yeah. Also, what does everyone think of the Clio that I did?
Cleo!
Wait, you did a Clio?
Yeah.
Hold on.
What?
It's a
Connor,
doll.
you're not. Yeah, I rewritten another doll. You're not gonna like it.
Oh, never mind.
It's cute. I like her hair. It reminds me
Not
of
looking.
the hair that the way they did the plant girl's hair.
Yeah.
Yes. Yeah.
Mysterious.
I use. Yeah, I use like crochet thread for all my reroutes. But yeah, I'm specifically very happy with like how her bangs and everything came out.
So guys, who do you think the hottest girl in Hades is? I say girl, meaning gender neutral girl.
Oh. I mean,
I know what happens.
I would
No,
say
it's different this time.
I would say I have two, but then again, these very much show my type.
Okay.
So like, I would say Hecate is definitely up there.
You're walking into a trap.
Hey, who's that big Minotaur bitch guy?
Well, we're talking about women.
Serious?
No, this is gender neutral.
no,
Gender
no,
neutral women. This is anybody.
Oh, anybody.
who's the
Oh,
hottest.
okay.
I was just raising it like that Vine. The like, who do you guys think the hottest girl in school is? I think it's
Oh,
I think it's
okay.
the Epcot song.
Epcot bar. I mean, Hecate is definitely like my the optimal type. Like I like an attractively buff woman. But also, to be totally honest with you, I do like oh Christ, what's the protagonist for Hades 2's name? I'm blanking. Melenue. I do like Melenue. Like she is a sweet, nice lady who is also strong and capable in a fight. Yeah, I like that too.
Well, I think it's Kronos, and I think it's because he is evil and kind of a nerd, and I think that maybe Smash.
Honestly,
Hey, Jill,
I
can you
am
not lie
obsessed
to our
with-
audience?
What?
I'm obsessed with Kronos' voice.
That's
What's
not
the-
the reason why. It's because he's a fucking old man.
That's
you
'cause he's an old man.
lover.
Maybe so.
Also, he's just so cunty.
He's so cunty. I love him.
So I'm only going to choose from Hades 2 because you cannot ask me to pick a favorite between my two games because my opinions vastly change.
Right.
Fire.
Damn.
It's tied, and it also speaks. I'm only going to choose my men who are the favorite in this instance.
Okay.
My women is all.
Yeah, real. Same.
Except, as weird as it sounds, not yours. She makes me too mad.
I'd Smash.
I mean, Smash,
yeah,
sure, but also like she pisses me off.
It would
She
be a
pisses me off.
hate bug.
Yeah.
Because she pisses me off too, but it'd be a hate bug.
This will listen. It's Odie and Icarus. What do you want from me?
Yeah.
I mean, Icarus is a sweet boy. Actually,
Odysseus?
if you're restricting me to Hades 1, I will actually say the character I like the most and would feel like would be the best in a relationship. Oh my god, I'm blanking on her name. The Goron.
It's Dusa. I knew that.
Dusa.
Motherfucker.
That's what I thought you'd fucking say.
She's such a sweet character. Why wouldn't I say Dusa?
My prettiest girl in school is Nidus, specifically in the first game.
Mine is Sidus in the second game.
Hey, Zach, man. Nice call.
Second, are
I've never played
It's the loincloth.
I literally am basing this entirely on the fact that I love the fact that you roll up and he's like, hey, oh, Zag, nice gender reassignment surgery, my man. And he's like, no, I'm his...
Wow, great transformations. Great.
No, I'm his sister. Oh, shit, that's cool, too. What's up? Like, he's
I know
so
you had a
funny.
sister.
I know he had his, that's crazy. Anyway. I like him.
Also, like, I gotta say, like, I know that it was a meme video that was made by Kaiser Neko, but like, still him going, Zag, man, nice cock. It's just so good.
It's very funny. Guys, I got asked
This
today.
run is not going how I want it to.
I got asked today, respectfully, if I smoked weed, because I give off the energy.
You give off the energy.
And I was like, I don't. And my coworker was like, well, if you ever want to get started, I used to work at the dispensary. So, it's like, all right,
Yo, look, you
good
want to
to
get
know.
a shot? Hit me up.
And then he goes, it's good for anxiety, and then looks at me, and I said, hey, chill. First of all.
I mean,
First of all, chill the hell out.
you got a perfect read on me, but still.
Yeah, I mean, you're right, but it's the lackadaisical
Ow.
way I speak.
It is.
Don't worry, I will speak more clearly and
Stop that.
precisely.
Stop that.
No!
Why are you talking?
You sound
why are
like
you
you're
talking
trying
like-
to do my taxes.
Why are
I
you
will do
talking
your
like?
taxes right now.
Don't.
I will do
Hold
them.
Hold on.
Numbers. It's numbers, yes.
Jill, you told me earlier this week that you were stressed because you realized you have to do taxes for the first time in like 8 years.
I don't want to do taxes.
They suck.
I don't want to do them. I mean, I do not want to do them.
Bear says, nope, hate it. Go back to being a walking shit post.
Comic.
I want to be
comic book
a
guy from
rounded
the-
SpongeBob. Hi, how are you?
Hey,
Hi, how are ya?
Hi, how are you?
Hey, how are you?
Hi, how are you?
Comic book guy from The Simpsons.
The
Yes.
Equalalia.
My baby girl! Sorry.
What do
I didn't
draw?
expect to see him this run. I thought it was too late.
Steering appropriate. What do I draw?
He called me amazing.
What'd you say?
I love
You got it.
Wait, I have a recommendation.
Add it to the queue. What's up?
One-eyed doggy.
When dog, already drew him. I already drew him.
Oh, you did? I only saw the Dalmatian.
It's not Dalmatian. It's a Great Dane. But
Oh, sorry. My mistake.
he's underneath. I haven't rendered him yet, but he is drawn. He's on the guy sheet.
Oh, okay.
Hold on, I'll send you the unrendered.
Oh, Jill, I am obsessed with the possum you drew earlier.
Thank you, me too. I literally almost kept it.
Absolutely.
Oh, yeah.
It's a really good prompt.
You didn't stick with
Absolute
the.
creature.
Yeah,
Sure.
we had to draw on them because at work, all of our cinnamon roll boxes have drawings on them. Or like little sayings, and we were running out, and my coworker was like, hey, do you want to do dishes or draw on the cinnamon things? And I said, I went to draw.
I mean, in fairness, they literally gave you basically the perfect spot for you to be like, oh, draw? Yeah, I can do that. Pay me to draw.
Do you know in like high school and middle school, if someone's an artist,
Oh my
everyone's
God,
like,
you
Can you draw something for me?
Can you draw me?
well, it's like anytime there's like a project where something needs to be drawn, the teacher or students will be like, oh, well, that'll be Jill's job then.
Oh
Or the
yeah.
teacher will be like, oh, I assume that Jill will probably do that, and I'll go, yeah, I got that from my boss the other day. It was like, we need cinnamon roll boxes, Jill, and I said, what do you mean?
Hey guys,
What are they?
do you want to know how much of a not artist I am? I'm the inverse of Jill.
Wait,
I would knowingly
what
skip
artist?
assignments.
And there's a hole there named
Not.
Buster.
N-O-T, not K-N-O-T.
Well, I've got what I came for.
Not
Time to
artist.
move on.
Not without
That's
a
Berry
fight.
Farm.
I was thinking the same
We should go
thing.
there one day.
Buster, take care. of him.
Yeah, we need to go there one day for
Ta-ta,
personal
ta.
reasons.
Buster is gonna love this.
What was I gonna say? Oh, I, as a 4.0 high school student, refused to do any assignments that required art. I would take a 0 over drawing.
I can't blame you.
And I did more than once.
Okay.
I think I made eyeballs.
Nanobots.
Made eyeballs.
These are nanobots.
Actually.
Oh, he fell down.
Bugs!
Down.
Bug! Yeah,
So I just consulted the system and
those are not nanobots.
Cody, I was gonna say the same thing. Those are very much not nanobots.
This consultant science and they said it's eyeballs. So
Jaundiced Wheatley.
Wheatleys.
That was my nickname in high school.
I thought she said jaundiced babies.
That's very different.
We are 1,000 jaundiced babies.
Floating in the water. What's going on with that?
Mind your business.
Why is there what floating in the water?
Alright, sorry for my presumption.
What was that, Becca?
Mind your fucking business.
There's like a. You might have broke it. There was like a picnic basket. No, there it is.
Yeah, no, it's that's where you heal. Look, there's.
Oh.
See? They used to be meat pies.
It just looks so out of place.
Oh, Jill, Jess, I can make you guys some meat pies.
Alright, what the fuck do you mean by that?
No, you gotta trust me on this. They are fucking. It's not mincemeat. So what I do is, I cut down and I cook down an entire like beef chuck, and I make it with like a gravy basically, and then I just reduce it. So it's onions and red wine, and it's just reduced and reduced and reduced and reduced, and then it's in a. Yeah.
I have something so important to tell you.
What's that?
You know roast beef as a meat, like not as like a deli meat, but like what you make at home with roast chuck.
Yeah.
I don't like it, so I'm probably not going to like what you just said.
We're getting a message. We're getting a message. That said, what the fuck do you mean? It's coming in now.
Oh, you can't read that last word on stream.
Wow, that's highly inappropriate.
The counter I will say is that it is effectively shredded. So like it is.
It does not matter.
Oh, you suck.
Guys.
I'll make them and Jill can eat them.
I'm autistic and picky.
Yeah, well, I can make food good enough to beat your autism.
I don't think that's how that works.
Because the last 2 times you made hamburgers, I ate 1 bite and then threw it away when you weren't looking because I felt bad.
What a hamburger.
I don't remember the last time I made hamburgers.
You've made them worse than I recently.
Have I?
Yeah.
Becca?
It makes me feel really bad.
Say you don't like it.
You can just say you don't like it.
I have before, and every time Connor says, no, you can try this one. You'll like it.
I honest to God do not know what we're talking about now. Because I really don't remember ever giving you burgers. I mean, steak.
It was like... Yeah. You definitely have given us burgers. It was
To be fair, it wasn't at your current apartment.
No, it's a lie.
Then I absolutely don't remember.
Yeah, I don't.
My memory only goes back about 3 days.
I need you to realize the only reason I remember is because I still feel guilty about not eating food someone made for me.
No, that's understandable.
You guys said my secret word of the day, which is shredded. So we had a guy come into my coffee shop, my redacted coffee shop where I work, and we sell blended drinks. They are called blended drinks. And he asked for a shredded matcha.
Huh? Oh my gosh.
Shredded matcha. And we were like, huh? And he's like, you know, one of those ice frozen shredded matchas. And we said, what? Sorry?
What do you mean by that?
What do you mean by that? And I say that, and it sounds like we were all really calm when it happened. That was the day I like to call the gas leak day, where we were all fucking crazy, so we were all like sitting on the floor crying, laughing over shredded matcha. We were like, that's the funniest shit I ever heard in my life.
and then we have another drink called a quencher.
We have a message coming. It's all slurs, all of them.
All of them.
We have a message coming in.
You have a quencher? It'll quench you?
It's called a quencher, and we had an old man come in and say, "Can I get a quencher?"
Squencher.
And I said, "You absolutely, sir, anything you want." And now I make the joke every day. If anyone else ever calls it a squencher, I'm buying their entire order for it. Because it made my fucking day. It was so funny.
It'll squench you.
It'll squench you. Also, a guy called me out the other day, not in a mean way. He was like, "Can I get a matcha latte?" And I said, "Alright, it's gonna be a large iced matcha. Gotcha. What else can I have for you?"
Matcha, gotcha.
He went, "I didn't want a gotcha, I wanted a matcha." And I said, "Huh?" And he was like, and he got up to the window and I handed him his drink and he went, "Is that my gotcha?" And I said, "It is your iced gotcha latte." And he was like, "Oh, thanks so much for the smile, young lady." And I said, "No problem."
At least you're being polite, I guess. Dumbass.
It was really funny. And then him and his son were like, "We're going to a baseball game." And I said, "That's awesome." He was like, "Yeah, the Brewers." And I said, "That's super cool." And he's like, "Go Brewers!" And I said, "Hope they win."
Nothing says I'm going to a baseball game like an iced matcha.
Like an iced matcha latte. I said, "Alright."
It's funny.
Yo, we're going to the fucking baseball game! Give me my matcha.
They're going to see the Brewers, and they got coffee.
I'll kill you.
Promise?
You can't say that on stream.
Honey, you can't call me that on stream.
Oh, you give the Terminator a thumbs up.
And so Fluffy was tearing apart the oil rig looking for something.
How strange. The thing she stole. What did it look
I hope you know, Becca, I am in
Like a
fact
ground
drawing
cricket
Bob,
ball,
but it's like
but bright
Bob
green.
reduced to
Sounds
his
like
like
a tennis ball.
Tennis ball? Ooh,
his like
dear.
purest form.
That could be my bioorganic microscanner.
He's just kind of
What's that?
It's a machine that creates a holographic resonant image of the deoxyribonucleic constituent
Hey,
of any
what time you
tissue
streaming till?
In English, mate?
Fuck.
It maps out your genetic
Until
forever.
I
Shows
stop.
what you're made of, using pretty pictures.
Hold on, I'm sorry. I'm trying to
Why would Cass
figure
want
out what a
that?
fucking word means.
After all,
Or
it's useless without the power of a grid
or
processor.
an acronym means.
My.
What's wrong, Julius?
Uh-huh.
Well, an acronym typically is a phrase that people use.
Last month, and the only thing stolen was a grid
I'm gonna
I
quietly
bet you
post
told
it
all of Fluffy's
in
stuff. Boss Cass is
in
up to
the
something
in our
big.
personal
You may
Discord,
be right,
just so
Shonda.
that like I
need
don't
to work out
cause
what
any
Cass is
trouble
doing
or
with all those
accidentally
parts.
say something inappropriate, because I don't know
I've got some bush rescue
what
jobs to do.
that means.
okay.
It's a word that sounds like
Bioorganic microscanner.
Yeah, I could hear that.
Julius has excelled himself yet again.
Yeah, I knew what that was.
Stop doing that.
Let us begin the test.
okay.
Why aren't all the characters in
What
this
are
game
you
Australian?
waiting for? Turn it
Don't
on.
ask.
The scannalizers
Oh.
will
Oh,
extract
hey, it's Rosif.
information from the mammal specimen.
Yeah.
Then use the
Connor,
grid
did you
processor
send the
to
thing?
calculate which
What thing?
attributes
Oh,
we
I'm sending it right
want
now.
for
Epic
our
level
shell.
Oh.
Dash.
I just wasn't sure if
Send
I missed it or not.
Hey, Connor.
Yo.
Have you played much Hades 2?
I played, like, when you first told me that the game, like, was early access, I played a fair amount of it, but, like, I didn't play much more.
Can I say a single interaction spoiler you get with Tina?
Sure.
I'll call him Uber
Jill, you know this because I told you about it because I teared up and almost started crying. The first time you went into her, so she gives you a lot of the same options that she did in the first game. And one of the options is Divine Dash.
Oh, Divine Dash!
So
And the first time I picked it, she said that was your brother's favorite too.
It was.
Yeah, Connor, I have absolutely no idea what that
Connor,
means.
I googled it and I think it's like a British English term
The
for a
only
Jewish
thing we're
person.
lacking now is a large supply of unsuspecting
Used in Jewish
mammals.
English to refer to a Jewish person.
Now that I definitely don't believe for who got put on that.
See, when I see that, I just think of MOT, which is the British and like European like car inspections that they have to do.
Member of
Okay,
the
mate.
tribe, a non-derogatory slang term used to refer to a Jewish person. This is the Jewish English lexicon source.
Yeah. Okay.
So either if you are confused by the people on that list, it's probably made by Zionists.
It's made. I have a nearly 100% sure because it was Rain, who is not at all anyone who would ever fit into that fucking list.
Voiced support for Palestine.
You know, yeah, actually, I'm pretty sure his profile
probably it.
literally has a Palestinian flag. Yeah, it does.
Yeah.
Yeah, Connor, it's they're not friendly to the.
I'm pretty sure it's a Zionist.
It's
it's
someone who's really
Zionist.
mad that the Ministry of Transportation didn't pass their car inspections. They can't register their car in England.
They really fucking hate the Ministry of Transportation.
Honestly, I can't blame them. It's like me, I hate the Department of Transportation here. Stop fucking up my roads.
I was gonna go so far as it's just a list where people who follow it really don't like it when they get called out for bombing babies. But you know,
what?
Israel is going straight up genocide at this point.
It's not
Going. They've been.
You're right.
I was gonna say,
They've
at
been.
this point,
October.
Since before October.
Even before October, but like really ramped it up. Like,
yeah,
They didn't just ramp it up. The news started covering it. It's been going for much longer than just October.
Oh my God, can I be honest here? That's the most embarrassing thing about the entire situation is like people have been saying for the longest time, hey, this is a genocide. This is people literally trying to wipe out an entire group of people. And the news, the media has basically said, no, well, they're just protecting themselves. And only now, like how far in are they finally going, you know, maybe they're being a little bad.
they only had to bomb every single fucking hospital.
You know, every hospital literally made a fucking grave for people who are attempting to help.
They blocked all aid trucks from going in for
stuff.
The worst famine in recorded history, and it's entirely random. Yeah, you're anti-Jewish for thinking that's a bad thing.
Yeah.
It's a very ugly I won't call it a point of history. It's a very ugly action by a pretty horrific administration in Israel. Because like even other Jews are recognizing that this is a horrific act that is being carried out. And the act of critiquing it is met with from Zionists, I should specify, is met with.
If you critique it at all, it's like, oh, so you hate Jews?
Yeah. No, it's not a matter of having any issue.
Kill other people.
Well, I honestly, I think at this point, like, yeah, I think mass murdering people is bad. Really controversial take.
It's almost like imperialism is bad no matter if you had a Holocaust or not. Like having a
I mean,
Holocaust
Israel
on
only
people
exists as a form of guilt from the UN.
Yeah.
It's UN and actually I think the UK was the one that kind of started getting the ball rolling for the formation of Israel, right?
Thanks a lot, the British.
Is it the UK?
I think so.
Or is it France?
But my final statement on the matter, before I zone out and go back to drawing, free Palestine.
Yeah, no, that's
That's
fair.
it.
Yeah.
That's it.
Yeah.
That's the stance.
I think that's a pretty fair stance. Is like, yeah, at this point, free Palestine. What you are doing is monstrous, and that's all there is to it. Have a nice day.
Yeah, free Palestine.
If you can't stop and acknowledge the fact that you are literally killing people who are well beyond the point of defending themselves, I don't know what else to say to you. You're a monster.
You're the problem.
It's as simple as that. But let me actually give me a quick second while I pass that message along to my buddy about what that list is.
Yeah, you can tell him it's probably science.
I had one of our drinks today that I'd never tried before. And I think if you look into this at all, you'll figure out what coffee shop I work at, but it's okay because there's a million of them. One of our Red Bull drinks called the Apocalypse. It's like it's coconut and blue raspberry in yellow like tropical Red Bull and an extra large.
How you feeling, Chief?
Sleepy.
That's the undiagnosed age.
I'm so tired. I played my gacha games in bed when I got home, and I just laid in bed. I didn't sleep or anything. But I was like, it's called the Apocalypse. Sorry, I gotta speak up. Peepaw bears can't hear me. It's called the Apocalypse. What's up?
Hey, Joe.
Yes.
It's so funny that you say that because I want you to know immediately after I took you to work, I just, you know, parked my car to sleep. I turned off the alarm in my sleep and slept an extra 10 minutes.
Are you late for work?
Yeah.
Oh no!
God.
Are you kidding me? Those people don't notice when you go in and out.
I mean, I'm routinely late by like 10 full minutes. No one
I'm
cares.
not late in the morning. Just because we live so close.
Well, okay, let me ask again. Can you choose like your lunch hours, or is it expected to be the same time every day?
Expected to be within the same span, so like anywhere from like 11 to 2.
Yeah,
But you
like,
can take it at
but
any
you can
point
take it
during
whenever.
that.
Okay, yeah, same hat over here. It's like we're supposed to either take half hour or hour. If you take a half-hour lunch, you can leave a half hour early. I will routinely just go 45 minutes and then leave 15 minutes early or earlier. No one's in the office after 4:30.
For you.
For reference, to make matters worse, Bears, so the rest of our summer drinks, because that's one of our summer drinks, the Apocalypse, the other ones are like Strawberry Horizon, Peach Wave, Aquamarine, Apocalypse. And can you guess which one is the most fucking popular?
Apocalypse.
I desperately want your coffee shop to have a drink that's just called "The Republicans Are Ruining This Country," and just have people have to order that by their full name, and make it a really good drink.
If everyone at that works at my shop had anything to say about it, we would absolutely have a drink called that.
Oh, I know.
However, we are forced to live by corporate's rules.
Oh.
But yeah, it's because the Apocalypse is blue raspberry and coconut. Aquamarine is blue raspberry and pear. My other favorite one is the orange velvet because it's orange and vanilla. And then you put a little bit of heavy whipping cream in it and you stir it around. And it tastes like a orange dreamsicle.
Now I really want a Dunkin' Dragon Fruit Refresher.
Damn.
Sorry, I have to be loyal.
Yeah. We're like... Okay, I can't... We are in the vicinity of 2 other coffee shops.
I noticed when I, like, drove by the...
Yeah, see... I live in New England.
Yeah, so you're like Dunkin' State.
Yeah, literally, like, there's like, I could like spit in the parking lot of
What's
a Dunkin'
that mean?
Donuts.
Dunkachino.
Dunkachino.
Yeah, I can
Sick Jack and Jill reference.
I'm so
what
sorry.
The fuck?
I could.
All right.
I knew that I'd get one unfortunate soul with that reference, and they'd go, "What the fuck is wrong with you?"
What's next? The fucking parrot in the chocolate fountain? What are we talking about?
Oh, that poor parrot.
Sorry, the cockatoo.
You're right.
The cockatoo.
So yeah,
the totally realistic bird.
Yeah, the 100% definitely real. My cousin actually breeds birds, and that bird is likely dead. Shut the fuck up.
Shut up, loser.
Sorry. I fucking hate Tumblr.
With that said, like I think, and I'm gonna show that I've been spending a lot of time on Blue Sky. So far, like Blue Sky and Tumblr have been the places where I've seen some of the most genuine interactions with people for a very, very long time. Because oh my god, Tumblr was just not Tumblr, but Twitter was just a nightmare.
Okay, but to be fair, I did see a Twitter-esque interaction on Blue Sky when I just got on there. So
there are plenty. But the thing is, like, everybody. Sorry, largely the rule that a lot of folks have, especially around the folks who are like been there for longer, is cut the Twitter shit. No more quote dunking. That's the biggest one, because oh my god, I'm so sick of that garbage. It's so annoying. Yo.
Blah 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 chicken blah blah blah.
I hate to tell you this, there's people who are gonna be like that in every single space online.
Yeah, you just make fun of them.
Redback spider.
The thing that I saw was somebody being like, "Hey, what's a book that like changed how you think or something?"
Yeah.
And then somebody came back and was like, "I've read too many books. Like, I don't know." And somebody was like, "Oh, what you could do is like you could pick like one that has really like made you think, or you could list a couple." And the person came back and said like, thanks for putting words in my mouth, not what I said. And I said,
I think you're just deranged, my friend.
I think you might be mad for no reason. I think you just might enjoy being angry. Actually.
Unfortunately, there's a certain amount of, I suppose training would be the word I would use, that really happened, like really became more and more noticeable with Twitter, though I will not cast all blame on Twitter. But like, it's the rage bait that became super prevalent, where like it became like, oh yeah, no, you get angry, and if you post something that makes people angry, you get more interactions. And like, it's one of those things that I say trained, because the algorithm there on Twitter did kind of.
All news is good news, or whatever it is.
Well, it's more so that from the perspective of the social media, it's just, well, if we have you interacting, you're still interacting. You're still using the system.
Oh, all.
The sounds happening in this game are really just.
What do you mean?
What's
the problem, Becca?
Just everything is happening.
No, it's fine. Don't worry about it.
You've got, like, the guns sound like from a cowboy movie.
No, don't worry about it. But and like, again, it's not just Twitter. It's just Twitter is the easiest example currently available. Because the reality is that there have been a dozen different social medias that have used algorithms almost exactly like that, which at the end of the day are doing the same thing. They're making you react to things that make you angry, and they make you stick around because they make you angry, and so you interact more and you get angrier, and it effectively trains you into thinking that is what you should be doing. So it sticks. So you see that behavior more even on newer sites that don't have that already. Go ahead.
This is entirely unrelated. I'm so sorry.
You're all right.
I have so they're casting for the newest Hunger Games movie right now, right?
Making another one?
It's a prequel to the original ones.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, it's about Haymitch and like, yeah. So they've been slowly announcing the casting, and they just announced who they cast for Caesar Flickerman, who is like the game show, like the host of the show where he was played by Stanley Tucci in the original movies. They cast fucking Kieran Culkin.
Oh.
And I honestly am so in love with that casting. That's so funny. I love Kieran Culkin.
Didn't we just talk about the Culkin brothers?
Yeah, we spoke about
so funny.
Macaulay Culkin literally like last stream.
Monday.
Yeah.
I did not expect you to say that.
I love Kieran Culkin. He's so funny. That's my Wallace. That's Wallace from
Wallace and Gromit?
No, from Scott Pilgrim.
Oh.
Wallace.
Guess who's drunk?
Wallace.
Yeah, guess Wallace. You guessed right.
I love Wallace.
Can I say that the most recent Scott Pilgrim, it really was excellent.
It's so
good. The anime.
Oh,
it
it
was
was
good,
so
except they didn't make Stephen Gay like the comics, which they also didn't do in the movies.
True.
I have feelings about that.
There are some things from the anime that don't hit the same as the movie. Seeing
Right.
Michael Cera with the pee meter over his head will never get old.
Yes.
To me. It's so funny to me. And also,
I'm
like,
gonna lose my last death defiance.
Don't.
Sorry. Also, Scott Pilgrim being Michael Cera in the live action,
Yeah.
unbeatable, incredible, fantastic.
It's so funny because he's supposed to be like desire enough to be fuckable, and I'm like, that's like
Yeah!
Michael Cera.
Yeah, it's Michael Cera. Michael Cera is fuckable. All right.
Okay.
I'm saying it loud, saying it proud.
Please clip that. Thank you.
Right, this reminds me, actually, have you seen the quote recently where somebody was talking about Wes Anderson working with Michael Cera for the first time?
Oh no.
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 It was like, it came down to being like, it was like showing a duck water.
I actually, okay, I'm not usually like excited about Wes Anderson movies because like I liked the Budapest Hotel or whatever it was.
It was a very nice
That
movie.
It was a good movie. And I liked what was the one about like the camping? I can't remember what that movie was. Moonrise Kingdom?
I think you're right.
Moonrise Kingdom. I watched that one.
Is
and
it
they're, like,
is
they're
it the
okay.
one that had Bill oh fuck, Ghostbusters dude?
Most Wes Anderson movies have him.
Don't worry.
Yeah, Bill Murray is in like 98% of Wes Anderson's movies.
Well, he already made his money, so I guess he can do whatever he wants now.
Yeah. But the new one, the Phoenician Scheme, I think is what it's called. It actually looks so good.
Oh, did you see a preview for that?
Yeah.
Thunderbolts?
Yes.
Yeah, that did look
It looked so fun. It had Michael Cera with like a British accent. He said, "I love you."
God, that
Michael
was
Cera.
a jump scare. It was like, Michael Cera!
The fuck?
Is that Michael Cera?
He has a little mustache, and I'm like, ah.
What's this twink doing here?
What's he doing?
Fuck
That twink has been put in the situation.
Would you call Michael Cera a twink, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. I don't
That
like
twink-
Twinkies.
Me pointing at Fitz, that twink has been put in a situation.
Yeah.
It has also been put in the situation.
I'm gonna fuck up all y'all's characters by the end of this.
Please do.
Oh,
Go
I
ahead.
was gonna say earlier, that reminds me, I'm coming to the realization given the right set of circumstances, Granny could absolutely backslide on, for Pledge
Right.
to be good.
Granny's gonna murder?
Don't do that.
There's time yet.
I wanna watch that grandmother commit murder.
I don't murder.
It's not gonna be good if she does.
I want you to know so badly that in character, if Dana saw Granny about to kill someone, she would kill Steel. And go, no, you're not allowed to do that.
Wrong.
Legitimately.
Becca, I would like to see Granny kill someone.
Well, if she does, that means she's
not gonna be good.
Not gonna be following Althea anymore.
What? Is that one of the 10 thou shalt not kill?
No.
Oh no.
No.
See, literally everyone is like, hey Granny, you need to kill sometimes, because sometimes people can't be redeemed.
Even a literal psychopomp, a creature that's intended to go about ushering souls from living to dead has gone, you can't redeem everything.
Yeah, and she's like, cool. This is the one. The psychopomp also was like, you humans are so indecisive. She's like, I didn't say this, but it was like, this is the one thing I've been so sure on the entire game. And everyone's like, Stop wishy-washying.
It's not. In fairness, the part you have that you've been indecisive about that it was trying to get at wasn't the not killing part. It was the
guy
worshiping two gods part, because like that's the thing that tends to complicate things for gods.
But my thing is...
Yep.
Oh, good. I was gonna say it's funny that Althea, you're like against killing, even though Althea is like one of her tenets is there are people who are unredeemable.
Well,
get rid of them.
There's two things that I say about that, and it's like one, which is what Granny did say in conversation with the psychopath, which was like, cool, but I don't trust myself to make that decision. And like I've done enough. Like other people can do it, but I'm not going to be the one to do it. And two, she'll argue with her goddess about that. She will.
I'll argue with a god. I don't give a fuck.
What I was gonna say was, in a world where like gods exist and that's like fact.
Yeah.
Like the gods exist. We know that. There's no question about it.
Yep.
And the gods are for very specific things each. Like every god has a specific like area that they reside over, whatever, a certain thing.
Yep.
Why could you not have two gods? It doesn't make sense to me. And that's why I gave Fitz his fucking keychain. Because, like, all the gods do different things. So, like...
so the honest answer is, you definitely can. But when a god wants to choose someone, the option for choosing someone is almost always going to be the most devoted. And when you have someone who is choosing two gods, you're not looking at the most devoted. You're looking at someone.
But it's not a matter of. It's not a matter of choice. It's a matter of like the logistics of it. Because like, even if you choose two gods, you can be dedicated to two gods.
And like here's the thing. I just need to point this out. You are 100% correct. Like you are absolutely correct. Like objectively, but.
That's not the way the gods see it. This is a running theme in my games. Deities and individuals of power are never shown as being all right and unquestionable or objectively correct. I always will show them to be wrong in some way, and in a lot of cases, it's the way that they hold themselves. So, because you're right. Objectively, yeah. Of course you could be responsible for two deities. Of course you could be chosen by two gods. There's nothing stopping that. But they have an ego to fill. And that ego is going to get in the way. Just give me one chance.
to kick this god's ass.
No, give me one chance to fucking yell at a god. Please give me one chance.
Yeah, I want to see
you'll have plenty of chances.
On a god.
Good. But as I need to say this, Guy would not fucking do that.
No.
I need it in this campaign. I need you to give me a chance to yell at a god.
I mean, you'll definitely have the chance to yell at a god. You have all the taxes.
But we already know he's a bitch. But I want one of the ones that's like I want to go to Granny's church.
G'day, Betty. Hi. Am I glad
and I want to sit down and I'm going to be like, hey, so nice to talk to you. So, what the fuck is up with you? Why you got such a fucking ego?
Yeah, what the fuck is up with that?
You picked a bad day to visit our tourist
like,
park.
one wrong move and you might not have been a god, but you're gonna sit here and you're gonna be really picky and choosy about everything. Like, you shouldn't get that luxury.
Yeah.
People follow you for the reason they follow you.
Yeah.
You shouldn't be able to, like, decide who follows you better.
Yep.
They're scattered all over the map.
Absolutely. It is the perspective of a deity is a perspective of largely hypocrisy. Because like at the end of the day, a majority of these gods did not make their way to this position. And the ones that did make their way to that position, they have very different perspectives because they understand what it means to be mortal. But the gods that didn't have that understanding don't recognize that like you got there by luck.
Yeah. They need to get their shit rocked at least once.
And that's just it. It's like it's the idea that just because they can see and know a lot of things that wouldn't be known in other circumstances, it doesn't mean that they're going to perceive it in an objective manner. They're still gonna be shitty. The gods are not going to necessarily be understanding and correct, because I don't want, like, I will reveal a little bit of my mentality towards religion. If the nice, polite, kind Christians are correct, and that God is a nice, forgiving, respectable,
that raises a lot of questions about
soul, that'd be great. It brings up more questions, but also, like, all the actions go against that. Yeah. And in the case of deities in a game and in a setting where you kind of want them to be interesting, you can't have them be that forgiving and that nice and that understanding. They have to be stupid douchebags, much like the Greek gods, because they were basically just people with power. And that's what makes some very, very interesting, not just villains, but characters. By having a character that is powerful beyond all definitions, powerful, extremely powerful, but a shithead, you have created something that is very much hateable. Yes. Well, hey, Adam, you're gonna learn that a lot of the characters in power are vague allegories towards governments, and it's very intentional. Gods are like that. Gods are meant to represent any kind of person with a shit ton of power. Simple as that. They're wrong. They're incredibly fallible. They'll make stupid decisions. They'll act like they're always right, and they'll never admit it. They're pieces of shit, because that's what a lot of people in power are.
Republicans.
I would say, I honestly just blanket say politicians at this point. But Jill, you are completely right. You've hit the nail on the head. Yes, I want you to feel like you want to scream at them and hate them. That's intentional.
You've done it. You've made Fitz hate God.
Yeah, it's perfectly justified to hate the gods. Even Muzianawa, who is by all means a fairly understanding and understandable guy.
Yeah.
He's not perfect.
Fitz very much is like, all the gods suck, not you, Muni. All the rest of you guys, all suck shit, not you though. So.
but even then, Muzianawa spent thousands of years just being a sword. He didn't do anything.
It's true.
He
is my little guy.
He's a dragon.
But that's the thing. That's the thing. You're pointing at him and saying he's just a guy. All the gods are just a guy.
Yeah, but
all of them are.
All the other ones suck.
I don't like that one because he's not mine.
But Muni's cool though. But I feel like the difference is, I think Fitz could look at Muni and be like, "You're incredibly flawed. You know that, right?"
And he'd be like, "Yeah, man."
He'd be like, "Damn, dog, that's crazy." Anyway, so those powers I give him, Fitz would be like, "Damn, that's true."
I have an opinion here that I think is maybe a little bit mean.
Go ahead.
Yeah, sure.
And this is at you, Connor, and I'm sorry for how I'm gonna phrase this, but I'm trying to find another way that won't sound as mean.
It's alright.
I do think, though, with the idea of gods being fallible, part of the reason why, at least I do, whenever I do a character that feels so heavily about gods, I fight back on you a lot because I know your own personal opinions about godhood is skewed towards a negative.
So even that, it's not even that my perspective towards godhood is skewed towards a negative. It's that it's my perspective towards power.
No, Connor, you feel that way about gods. You literally outright criticize people who believe in gods sometimes.
No, sometimes definitely, but like it's because that there is something to be criticized about the power that would lie in that dynamic. There is, like, you can't have that kind of power and not be at risk of abusing it. No one is perfect.
That can be said for any amount of power, though.
Yes, absolutely.
Yeah.
what you're saying is
that is 100% what I am saying. That is so 100% what I am saying. Kanye?
Yeah, exactly, Adam.
I only like
No.
that song just to...
Fucking Kanye West sucks.
I'm so sorry.
Yeah, he's a piece of shit, but that song was used in a really good mission in Saints Row the Third.
It was.
And that's what it makes me think of.
But no, I mean,
he
Jill,
he doesn't own that song anymore. I claim it.
Sorry, not Jill. Jess, I won't argue that. Yeah, no, I largely have a negative perspective towards not religion and faith, because I think like having some faith is not a bad thing. It can be very healthy.
Have faith.
Wouldn't it be nice? No, like some faith is definitely absolutely a good thing. I have a lot of problems with organized religion, like that's the part where like my hackle starts to rise, because like there are so many issues there. But like
religion could be like perfectly fine, but it definitely could also be a tool for control, which is again.
Well,
it
could be. If I may,
also be tools for control.
If I may pull on my sociologist hat for a minute.
Yeah, go ahead.
You do
Where'd
also
you
have
get
to be
one?
careful when you're talking. Simple. I went to college, and they were just giving out for free once on campus, and I took it.
Oh fuck.
Okay, so that's where you fucked up, because college and free are not words that go together. So spin that one again, mister.
Jump off the line.
Yeah, so try that again.
Well, no. When you go to like when you go to the orientation, they do sometimes give out like a hat or like a T-shirt.
Yeah, how much you pay to get in that orientation?
Got me there.
How much you pay to go to that school? That's not free.
But to
$0 I snuck in.
Hey, trying to get good. Back to my
Thanks.
original point, to put on my hat for a second. You also have to be careful with how far you guys say that about towards organized religion and organizational powers like that. Because at what point, and I'm sorry if this is going to be a boring argument, but not the devil's advocate it, you have to decide what personal liberties you're willing to give up to be in a group, and what limits comes off of that you're not okay with.
Well, also there's the question of at what point does a religion become an organized religion as well?
Make a religion out of this.
I'm gonna be really honest with you, Jess. I tried to follow along with what you were just saying, and you lost me. I have no idea what the fuck you just
Jill, it's okay. I'm quoting Thomas Hobbes. He's boring as hell.
Okay, well, he was stupid because that doesn't make any fucking sense. What did you do? Like, rephrase that in a way that a normal person can
That's what I'm going
understand.
to.
Thank you.
The idea of society in general. And a society can exist because we are willing to give up certain freedoms. An example. Because we live in the kind of society we do, Jill, you're not going to walk out on the street and murder someone.
Okay.
Because that is the morals and ethics that have come with being raised and having the protections of society. Similarly, in organized religion, you get community and closeness and whatever benefits you get from an organized religion. I don't really remember. It's been too long. But, yeah, so you have to decide what the limit is of what you're allowing them to take from you to be in that community. Because for some people, the organized religion, you don't almost have to give anything, and that's fine. But then on the other hand, for example, I'm watching a documentary right now on the Duggars, and the entire religion they follow along with Bill Gideon. Horrible great documentary. Horrible people. So I guess the reason I'm saying it like I was is because in D&D you have to figure out how to balance that ideology of what is still a good amount of community built from a religion while still acknowledging the power imbalance that can exist. Doesn't have to, but can. I know. Kind of lost the original train of thought I had with it.
Yeah, you lost me again. I got no clue what the fuck we're talking about. I'm gonna be really honest. I get what you're trying, like what the main takeaway is. But again, the last bit with the society and like sacrifice and stuff, I like.
That's
basically
just
trying to find the exact line where organized goes representing it in fiction.
We live in a society.
We live in a society.
The Joker?
And
the Joker.
The Joker.
It's
hey guys, it's 10 o'clock.
Oh, it is 10 o'clock.
happy for you. It's 9 o'clock actually though.
No, incorrect.
For 3 hours.
We're gonna get Adam to move to Wisconsin, and Adam's gonna.
I don't think so.
Okay, fair enough. Are you sure you don't want cheese?
Okay, you fucking hate us then. All right, cool. Guess I'll.
Yeah, that's exactly
die.
what I said. Yeah.
Yeah, Adam just said he hated us, so everyone, can we clip that? Can we just clip that, please? Somebody.
Yeah, also, real quick, Nick, you're also incorrect. It is 9.
No, it's 9.
Bears gets me. Bears sees me. I see Bears. Bears is valid.
When he's wrong, I have to government name him. No, it's
Nick actually also just said he hates us. So
yeah. So
Timing is an illusion.
Government named Nick. He's in trouble.
Yeah.
Oh, my ribs.
You don't have
Me when I drop my plate of baby back ribs on the floor. Oh, my ribs!
These jokes went in 2 very stupid directions. Bro went with me when I dropped my ribs on the floor, and you went with ribs are a lie made up by the government. What is wrong with the 2 of you?
I dropped my ribs on the floor.
All day.
That's true. I want my baby back, baby back, baby back.
Ribs.
No.
So we're gonna wrap up stream here. Thank you all so very much for being here for the stream. Bears, always great having you. Jess, Jill, Adam, Becca, great having you guys hang out with us. If huh? If you enjoy what we do, pass it around, tell your friends. We stream regularly Friday. What do you guys think? More Repo, or do you have another game in mind?
I think we should all.
I'm not buying the gorilla game.
No, I didn't say the gorilla game. You let me talk. You know I wasn't gonna say that. So what I was gonna say was, we should all play Red Dead Redemption 2, but the story mode. And by that I mean I should sit on my computer and be in voice call and play Red Dead Redemption 2 while you guys play whatever else you guys play. So I think that would be really fun for me. I don't know about the rest of you guys.
That sounds really fun.
We're just gonna do a watch along with Jill.
I mean,
and then it's gonna be me going, Arthur Morgan, I want to peg you. That's
you know what?
Be for
Friday.
3 hours.
It may just be a Peg Arthur Morgan stream. But either way,
you promise.
we're gonna wrap up stream there. Everybody say goodbye, stream.
Goodbye, stream.
Bye, stream.